Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to another edition of the ArchCast. Lum is late because her Titanic posterior is currently blocking 3 lanes of traffic, as is just something that happens to Lum every now and then. It's tragic, but I have a better Lum here today. Workers.
Hashtag milk Lum. You know, that's all I'm saying. Okay. That's my stance. All right. It's why I'm here, to be fair. It's the only reason I've infiltrated. It's simply to further hashtag milk Lum.
That is good, especially as, since you're new here, I figured we'd start it off easy with something non-controversial and non-political, which is the spectrum of rape.
Excellent. Oh yeah, fantastic. Let's take a look-see here. What can you tell me about this rape spectrum, Arch? What's the...
I literally came across this on Twitter today, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, I have to bring this up because I wasn't even aware rape was a spectrum. I thought it was pretty on and off, but no, there are degrees.
Hang on, let me see if I can't get the full picture out. I need to zoom in or something. I got them old lady eyes.
Appropriate.
It's just a bunch of text. I can't even see it.
Oh yeah, no. Again, like I said, it is a significant spectrum. There's a lot of data points on it.
The left cannot meme, and so it continues.
That is also true. But before we dive into the spectrum that is rape, how about you introduce yourself a little bit to us? The chat knows who you are.
Yeah, so I am Porkers, aka Porky Dorky, aka whatever you want to call me, I guess. I just really like TTRPGs, old video games, Warhammer, and I'm a recreational hypnotist, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty chill.
There you go. I came across you because you made a Warhammer waifus video, which struck me as well. That's an idea.
Look, Your Honor, the alliteration always gets people. Okay, you put Warhammer, you put waifus, man, and it's I just really like stories. I really like writing, and I'm also a degenerate. So there you go. It'll kind of it fit together like a puzzle, a little puzzle piece.
Everything just fit together. Yes.
Yes. Also, to answer Dan the Watcher's question, do you like feet? I can like feet. What feet are you offering? That's the answer.
Oh, it all depends on the feet in question.
Very true, very true.
Well, that's still more of a selective take than Lum, who simply just likes all feet. Hashtag all.
Hashtag all feet. Hashtag Lum likes all feet. Hashtag milk Lum. Very true, very true.
I wonder, where would milk Lum fall on the rape spectrum?
Oh gosh. Let's see here. Pretending to like a sexual hookup out of fear for disrupting mutual social circle. Well, so I assume the meme is that oh, okay, you bully Lum. It's oh, okay, haha. She doesn't actually like feet, but we all say she does. I'm assuming that's the meme, so maybe around there, the 26 area, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, she's like a 29 on the rape spectrum.
Okay, interesting. Is that deep enough to constitute a crime? What's the spectrum here? What's the...
I don't think even this is the criminal spectrum. I think this is simply just... the spectrum. I hope no official government has adopted this just yet. Oh
gosh, having sex with an unenthusiastic sex worker.
So
how would I class how would I call the green area? Light rape? Rape light?
Yeah.
Low calorie rape? What would this be?
Unoffensive rape, I guess.
Okay. It's unoffensive. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are some instances of rape one can do that are unoffensive. Interesting. I'm noting this down for my society docket.
I like this one. Stealing money back after paying a sex worker for sex. The Grand Theft Auto special.
Wait, which one is that? Let me. Oh, true. You know, you gotta just beat someone over the head and then take their money back. It's a classic. Violent video games do cause violence. It's me. I'm violence. That's what I did last night. All right.
Oh boy. 46. Sex with someone who resists and says no, but who secretly really wants it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's just like a fetish. It sounds like a fetish.
Maybe? But I'm presuming if they say no and resists, but secretly wants it, I'm assuming there was no like discussion beforehand. No like, hey, you into this? Anything?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I think that's just rape. I think that is actually just unironic rape. Hold on. 91. A person has a rape fetish. Their friend, trying to be helpful, gets a stranger to abduct and forcibly penetrate this person.
This is so specific.
Does that happen? Bro, I know you've got a rape fetish. I've got a birthday present for you. Van screeches to a halt.
I have no words. This is insane. this is the mind of a just a deranged person. I don't know. Like, what? Did they do this? Is this a confessional? Is that what this is? Is that what we're dealing with?
At least it's pretty high on the rape spectrum, so that's nice.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, okay, what is actual rape then? Is a stranger forcibly assaults someone who screams and fights the entire time. Okay, so for it to actually be like rape, it has to be a stranger. It can't just be a friend who one day decides to rape you. You have to scream and fight the entire time, and that's how rape is created.
That's true. So, you know, I'm gonna make a really dark joke there. But yeah, if it's a friend, it's fine, basically. I see. Okay. Interesting. I'm writing this down.
And 23, not revealing being transgender until after sex. Now, this does raise a series of questions. Amongst others,
Sure.
Afterwards? You didn't grow
Oh my God,
suspicious
that's
at
so
any
true.
point?
I just realized. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you know, look, when you're kneeling down at the glory hole, okay, there's a dong in your mouth, okay, you know, sometimes, you know, in your head is just, this could be a woman's penis, so it's fine, it's whatever. Wait a minute, you know.
True, but I mean, like if that one just flies under the radar, I don't know. There might be more serious things to debate first, but it's also a very mild form of rape, so that's nice, I guess.
As long as it's mild, you know.
You know, I kind of agree. If you didn't notice, if only afterwards, you know, the person goes like, by the way, I do have a penis. And you're like, what?
Oh, that's what I felt. That's why you wanted me to close my eyes and plug my ears. I see.
Yeah, maybe that is a mild form of rape. Depends.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it, chat. That is the rape spectrum, which is sourced from Twitter, Reddit, and FetLife. I don't know what
a very
FetLife
excellent
is.
source for, I know what FetLife is.
FetLife. FetLife is a social networking website that serves people interested in BDSM, fetishism, and kink, of course.
Yeah, it's a fetish meetup site. Not that I would know, but
Available in English, Dutch, German, French, Spanish, Catalan, Portuguese, Italian, Polish, and Norwegian. I feel targeted. Not Swedish, not Danish, not Finnish, specifically Norwegian.
well, you know, Arch, it's time to make a FetLife account. Okay, you just gotta accept it now.
Also, Catalan. Really? That little breakaway portion of Spain got its own translation.
I guess the Catalan language is like that's different from Spanish? Question mark.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, I also do love that there's immediately a person that goes, "This isn't rape. There's no rational, reasonable stretch of mind where this is rape. If you couldn't tell during the act, then it's irrelevant." And you know what? I'm actually almost on his side on this. If you failed to notice the penis, was the penis even truly there?
You know, when you knock down a tree in the forest, you know, no one's around to hear it. Did it make a sound? You know.
Yes, it is Schrodinger's penis.
Oh God, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. What it's Schrodinger's gay, essentially.
Schrodinger's gay. You are gay and not gay at the same time.
It is the observer's bias that makes you gay or not gay.
Yeah. Yeah, the only differential between you being gay and not gay is whether or not your gay partner chooses to inform you that you are gay after the act.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for real though, as long as like they just reveal beforehand, then I don't know. It's like whatever, man. It doesn't matter to me.
Twitter is a great website. I used to scoff at the idea of Twitter being used for news, but today I'm just like, no. Listen, with the amount of crazy shit on Twitter, I'm all for it being the official source of things now. It's fine to me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I admittedly just use X for porn, so it is what it is. And you know, very very usually I'll get like the occasional Warhammer content creator who's seen like, you know, one of my bigger YouTube videos or whatever. I'll see them follow, they see what I follow, and then they instantly unfollow, and I'm like, that's how it be. And that's my Twitter experience.
Well, that is why Elon calls it the everything platform, I guess.
True.
Oh. Dev is sending me DMs, probably because I hit upon the rape spectrum and he's interested.
Oh, that's how it be, you know. Dev does love the rape spectrum. This is confirmed. Okay.
Dev is telling me that the rape spectrum is actually really smart, but a bit eccentric.
Okay. Okay.
It is but a dev.
Oh, that's true. You know, it's honestly, this whole experience is just very surreal, right? Just because, especially in like the 2015, 2016 kind of like that Gamergate era, right? Like I remember just like watching like you, Dev, Sargon, like all of these content creators, and it's
really,
I don't know, this, yeah. Just like, you know, just like in college, right? And just at the end of the day, just something to put on or something to watch, and especially because there's a lot of, I mean, you know, college. It's, well, I say you know it as if you were in an American college, but it's generally very politically charged, at least back in that time. I'm not sure how it is now, obviously, but so yeah, so just following different like people and seeing what everyone had to say was just a very common facet of my time. Hence, it's very surreal. Like it's like 10 years later, it's like boom, you know. It's interesting.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah. We
do have kind of high schools in Norway, but they're not what you would imagine. They're tiny by comparison, like 100, 200 students. Tops.
Oh, wow, that is tiny.
The benefits of a tiny population.
True. I imagine it's cold in Norway. Like, does it ever get warm? Do you know the warmth of the sun? Like...
Yes, in fact, we're the problem is that we're one of those countries that varies greatly. So we can go from plus 30 in the summer and the more like a week or two during summer where it's that hot to minus 30 about 3 to 4 months later, which is great.
Don't judge me. I'm currently typing in Celsius to Fahrenheit, so I have a frame of reference. I'm sorry. I got the American meter.
God damn
it. Okay. That's a pretty big stream. I get you. Mm-hmm.
Right, since Lum is still blocking traffic, I guess we can do the first proper topic today. So, Bioware. I know you were kind of into RPGs because I saw you playing Bloodlines the other day. Ever played the Mass Effect games?
I love RPGs. I have played the Mass Effect games, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the first thing I wanted to mention. I totally forgot that Mass Effect 4 was a thing.
I think everyone forgot that Mass Effect 4 was a thing. Unironically, I don't think anybody knows that Andromeda was, 4, technically.
Yeah, I mean, all I remember about Andromeda is the one glitch that people complained about in the cutscenes where the guns were backwards. The autistic Asari who was really weird and not Asari at all. And God, my face is tired, and that's pretty much it. That's all I know. That's all I remember about Andromeda.
Yeah, because I think there's currently a little bit of a struggle ongoing between whether the next Mass Effect is Mass Effect 5 or Mass Effect 4. And I think even the studio is kind of just calling it Mass Effect at this point. So I guess we'll finally know when the box art drops if it's 4 or 5, technically.
It's going to be one of those, they're just going to call it Mass Effect, but it's going to be the next one in the series, and it's going to confuse everyone. Because, that's the trend, right? My ex, he actually, I was like, hey, you should really get into Mass Effect. And he's like, oh, I've already played Mass Effect. I don't really like it. I'm like, which one did you play? And he said Andromeda. And I'm like, can you please just play one? Please? And he's just like, no. And I'm just, well, okay.
You're right. I even found that little poster thingy. It's just Mass Effect again now.
This is so sad. Bioware is cooked. I don't know. Is Bioware back? Are we hashtag? Are they hashtag our guys? I think the answer is no. Personally, I think Bioware has died for a very long time. My opinion, started with Mass Effect 2, had a good story, but dropped the RPG mechanics, and it kind of just went down from there. I mean, I really didn't like Mass Effect 3. The turret sections, the kind of binary choices, the forced kind of emotional scenes that in the moment are very emotional, but in hindsight you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. What's going on here? I don't know. I don't have any faith personally, but I want to believe. I'll say that I want to believe.
Okay, so Mass Effect 1, a very good RPG, solid story, nice, unique new universe, really exciting.
I agree. Yeah.
Mass Effect 2 is an interesting entry because it's one of those where, yes, they dropped a lot of RPG mechanics, but they upgraded the combat enormously. So it kind of becomes a question of, okay, apparently studios can only do one out of two things. It's like fucking putting points into the video game machine, Combat 7, RPG 3, and there's no balancing this. You can't make everybody equally good. It's just impossible, apparently. So it really is an interesting question of, okay, was the improved combat worth the reduced RPG? Or was the sacrifice of the role-playing aspects just an early sign that the studio was going retarded?
Yeah, I mean, to my knowledge, the kind of Bioware was kind of leading the charge in the breakaway with the RPG movement, right? Where you kind of went away from CRPG and mechanics and more into just cinematics and storytelling and, I guess Mass Effect 2, you can call it the ultimate choices and consequencer, because that's really all it is. There's some shooting segments, you hit a dialogue option, and that's your choice, right? And it's just that 20 times, and that's the game. Yeah, I don't know. I imagine it's more action heavy just because EA was like, look, we have to appeal to the lowest common denominator. Okay,
I have lost.
We can't do any sort of Chinese mobile game bullshit just yet. Okay, so just make this an action game, appeal to the Call of Duty fans, and we'll leave it at that. That's my
Are
assumption.
You ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery, buttery butt?
It's one of, again, those weird things where they surely, because the combat system isn't that complicated, it's fairly simplistic. It felt good. It had solid cover. You know, it was definitely an upgrade on 1. But again, it seems like you just can't combine good combat with good RPG. At least it's beyond Bioware's abilities. It's like fucking survival crafty games where you always have the same stupid roly combat system all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because, like, trying to add mechanics to a in a TTRPG sense, right? Just adding a bunch of mechanics to an RPG to make it like very mechanics heavy kind of just intuitively takes away from combat. I don't know. Is there a game that you can think of that's like a really solid CRPG but simultaneously is like fantastic on the combat front? Because I'm struggling. Like,
yeah, no, like it hasn't been done.
Yeah. I think the closest we've gotten, in my opinion, is maybe Fallout 1 and 2. And it's not that the combat is good. It's just that the combat feels good when you kill something and it explodes into like 20 pieces. And that's the part that feels good. You know?
Fallout. The game where you can literally be absolutely dominated by the first mob you encounter.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's kind of the same with, like, it's the same feeling I get with Fallout 2 or Mass Effect 1, for example. Like, endgame Mass Effect 1, when you have your kit and it's finally online, and it's just like, it's like pure control. Like, you get it, and then all of a sudden, the world is your oyster. And that's the feeling I really like in RPGs.
So I think the closest I can think of to a role-playing game that did combat really well is Dark Messiah of Might and Magic.
Oh yeah, no, I love that game.
Its role-playing elements are basic. There's not a whole lot of choices. There's like a couple big ones, but it's got a decent story. It has compelling characters and an intriguing world, and probably still to this day, somehow the best melee combat system ever made. And that game is, God help me, how old is it now?
2006. It was made by Arcane after they made Arx Fatalis.
Yep, so nearly fucking 20 years old.
God, that's, oh my God. Dark Messiah, what's actually kind of crazy too is that Arcane, after they made Arx Fatalis, and that was like kind of like going down the shitter, they basically just like went to Ubisoft, and Ubisoft is like, yeah, we bought the Might and Magic series, but we're kind of writing it off, just make this slop game, whatever. And they just made like a fucking banger. And it's like, holy shit.
Yes, like, cause that's the thing.
Ready to rut this yellow mare's
theoretically,
buttery butt?
Dark Messiah Might and Magic is actually supposed to be a Might and Magic game. It isn't. Not really.
Very true.
By the extent of the imagination. But it's this weird, like, when you're playing it, it has the Steam UI, the old Valve UI.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to save the game, you've basically got to open a fucking Steam console. It's this weirdly slapped together, haphazard, half-assed video game that somehow ended up being the single best melee combat ever created. And there's no reason why that should be the case.
It's fantastic. I mean, I think what is it? Mandalore Gaming, he put it best, where it's like, you know, Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, right? You're not playing as this hyper badass warrior. You're playing as Brendan Fraser in The Mummy. Like, the entire game, you can just physics it, and I think that's what makes it just so interesting.
Yeah, and it had a way to communicate impact to the player that many games have tried to copy, but no game has managed to get quite correct. Where when you swing a sword in Dark Messiah, you can actually feel the difference between striking a human target, between striking a shield, striking a weapon, striking wood, striking rock. It has no right to be as good as it is, and yet.
I also like how the magic system in Dark Messiah, mostly focuses on affecting the environment, right? So it's like you don't just have a freeze spell. You have a spell that can create slippery surfaces so people can trip and fall, right? Or the fire spell, that's not just fire. You can throw oil and create like fire, giant pits of fire, right? So there's different levels of just things you can affect the world, and it's all very in itself, and it's good. I like it.
Yeah. So, to return to the point of Mass Effect, yeah.
Yeah.
BioWare now promising that they are focused exclusively on the next Mass Effect product. They've also promised that their EA buyout by the Saudis will totally not affect them in any way, which I will fucking believe that when I see it. In fact, I hope it will affect you, okay? Listen, your Veilguard was absolutely fucking dog shit. A game that managed to fail in combat, in story, in characters, in feel, in every fucking way. And I just want a Saudi prince to walk into your studio and slap the art director, slap the gameplay designer, just one by one, just going down the line, shouting something ununderstandable in Arabic at them as he does so.
I think there is a very large difference between a game having gay content and a game being gay. Mass Effect 1 has gay content, right? Dragon Age the Veilguard is a gay game. And that's the difference.
Yeah, I am of the opinion that romance characters should just be player sexual, okay? Like, some characters should be more difficult than others. If you want to bang a very straight guy in a gay romance, it should be difficult. There's a long line
100%.
of boxes you need to tick to trick him into taking the sausage, but you should be able to do it.
It's a 19 on the rape spectrum, okay? Like, you'll get some malices from that, but it's...
Yeah, I'm just saying that the night after the deed is done, he's going to be laying there face down on the pillow, crying a little bit, like, why did I do this? But it should be possible.
Oh, man. God, I never played the Veilguard. I saw the intro, and I instantly knew it was bad, and, Twitch is generally very, like, they're pretty, like, big on the left in a sense, right? So I got a lot of people that were like kind of running interference for Veilguard for like no reason, and I was just like, okay, it's obviously dog shit. Why are you people defending this? Like, it's really bad.
Well, Veilguard was very much so announced to be their game, and like that's where the gay game comes in, because you've got disabled characters, you've got the colored characters. Everyone is very diverse. Everyone is studiously mid, to the point where they're like, you look at them and you need like several seconds to be like, well, I mean, she's not hideous, but she's not appealing either, and it's all of them. And normally, at least, you get handsome male characters, but here, you get this kind of weird, almost pseudo-Kenyan plastic Barbie doll effect, even to the males, where some of them, the dwarfs in particular, I swear to God, their faces look, if you hold a candle up to them, they'll start melting.
No, I get that 100%. That just looks fucking... What's the guy? He's the guy from DA2, and he just looks so different. I forgot, Varric, question mark?
Yes, Varric, the dwarf.
Yeah, and, God, that's awful. I mean, honestly, Veilguard... I don't know. Look, I've done a lot of gay shit in my lifetime, all right? Full disclosure. But when I look at something like this, I don't think, oh, this was made for me. Oh my gosh, this was made for me. Okay, I just think that I'm just like, what the fuck is this slop? It's like, this isn't Dragon Age Origins. Remember Dragon Age Origins? That's not what this is. What is this? Who is this made for? The devs, I guess.
Well, even then, like, because I am going out on a limb here, but I'm assuming that gay people like attractive people as well. It's a stretch,
100%?
but still. So surely you'd just make attractive characters like usual, and then you'd give them romance paths instead of making this character and then staring at the gaze like, well,
Oh, God. Tosh is like the ultimate kind of the unfortunate stereotype of the LGBT person who is like in the room and wants you to know it and fuck you and just very unlikable, very in your face. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I can only think that hurts like kind of the whole idea of like, okay, like, you know, we want to have acceptance and all this sort of shit. And we, you know, just want to be in society and be normal. And it's like, oh, thank you, Tosh. You have furthered the stereotype once again. I appreciate it. You know, very cool. But yeah,
it's just a weird game, and every like Dragon Age is one of those settings where it had one good game, which is Origins, basically, and after that, BioWare seemed to never quite understand why anybody liked Origins. Because Origins had a very specific feel to it. I remember in the marketing material, they specifically laid a lot of weight on, like, oh, it's a very bloody, violent, brutal game in a dark, horrible world. And every game since has been some variation of fluffy, puffy, huggy box nonsense. Like, even Dragon Age Veilguard was like, oh, the world is ending. Why? Magic stuff over there. Meanwhile, Dragon Age is just like, why is the world ending? Well, there's an army of monster zombies emerging from the ground, butchering entire kingdoms.
I fucking love how the Darkspawn in Origins are basically treated as a mook enemy in every game after that. That's so cool. I love that so much, I say sarcastically.
Yeah, it's weird, like, the Darkspawn are this absolute existential, unstoppable fucking threat. They live in their billions underground.
I have lost.
And they're just grunts now. We don't really care. They exist, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I always felt that when they were talking about like the Tevinter Imperium and accidentally creating the Darkspawn and the fucking the Blight Dragon, but they call him a god. I always thought that was more like mythologized, where it's like, oh, this is a fucking dragon. It's really strong and scary. Hence, we all call it a god. We kind of worship it, right? But then in Veilguard, it's like, no, everyone's a god now, and actually, you can fight them physically. And it's like, what even is a god? What is anything in this fucking series anymore? It's all just tits up.
Yeah, like they took a series that was. Because the fundament of Dragon Age, interestingly enough, was this quite brutal, quite dark, quite low fantasy-esque fantasy world, with some like higher fantasy elements, like some armor design were quite over the top, etc.
I was actually about to mention that, yeah.
Yeah, it had magic and it had some dragons, but like the dragons too were like special things, very, very rare. And even magic, too, came across as something a little bit weird, a little bit queer, a little bit out of the usual, a little bit hidden away. And ever since, it's just gone crazy. Like, the entire Dragon Age Origins does not exist in the same fucking universe as Veilguard.
100%. I mean, what I love about Origins as well is just the fact that there's so much in the game that can, like, you know, I don't want to do the whole, like, oh my gosh, you know, this game appeals to everyone. Like, quite literally, I remember, like, on forums and stuff, you would have, like, a lot of women thirsting over Alistair and, like, you know, having their, like, gay, you know, primary character do stuff with Alistair. It's like, oh my gosh, Alistair, he's my guy, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, you know, literally, like, it did have a dark world. It had a very cool setting. It managed to immerse you. And if you were, like, along for the ride, like, you know, you're probably going to have a good time, right? If you like RPGs. So kind of crazy how we've degenerated. Like, already DA2 was, like, such a vast departure. And it just, in my opinion, it went downhill from there. Some people really like Inquisition. I don't like Inquisition, but whatever.
Ah, yes. The eternal conflict over Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2 is a game that you could discuss virtually fucking endlessly, because
Very true.
There are so many parts of it that you can look at and be like, okay, that's cool. Like the idea of focusing on the politics of one city and seeing it through the ages. Okay, interesting. The very dark plot line with your family and eventually your mother, that was Jesus. But at the same time, like it shoots itself in the foot with so much of this. Like the focus on the city, it makes everything feel so fucking tiny when you're delving into the I remember I quit the game when it asked me to go into the same sewer for the 4th time, and I was like, no, I am not going into that fucking sewer again. God damn it.
They reduced the class system. I'm trying to remember exactly what they did. I don't remember. All I remember is that they streamlined the class system a bunch, and there's a glitch on PC that makes all of the armors in the game have very low textures, and there's no patch or fix for this. So I just remember looking at like my character with worse graphics than Origins, going into the same place 6 million times, fighting those fucking ash demons again, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah, Dragon Age 2 had a lot of potential to be really, really great, but there's also the rebalancing, because in 1, the combat was quite harsh, and you needed healers to actively, continuously heal to keep yourself alive. And they were pretty difficult combat encounters there on occasion, but they were also really broken builds. Like, if you started a dual-wielding plate warrior, for example, you would just fucking cut through everything like it was nothing. And so a lot of people were then like, oh, it's too easy. Look, I created a broken build. And I feel like the developers did that thing that too many developers do today. Is like, oh, I'll show you. I'll put a 30-second cooldown on the heal button. Now what?
I think Inquisition did the same. They did, right? They just removed healing, and they just made it like Dark Souls, and that pissed me off so much, because I'm like, I love healers in games, and like Wynn in Origins was like, she was my girl, okay? Like if everyone was down, but I had Wynn, and I had like 1 lyrium potion, I could bring everyone back up, and that just felt so good. There's so much control there, but now it's just, nope, it's all potions, and it's basically just a fucking MMO list checker game, and I'm just like, ugh. I hate this so much.
Inquisition was clearly them planning to make an MMO and then changing their mind halfway through. Fuck only knows. It too, like, Inquisition was probably the first place where it got really bad, because it had some good ideas. The dragon fight was really cool. The first dragon fight I did was, this is really fun. And then the game was like, cool, now do that 12 more times.
Yep. So I heard Inquisition was originally supposed to be an MMO, and I'm like, damn, it shows. I have a giant list of shit. My mount just feels like a speed boost. You know, I just was never invested. I was invested in the very beginning, and I was like, okay, this is really cool. Okay. And the world opens up, and it's like, yeah, now everything is level scaled. You can't fight these bandits because they're 2 levels higher than you, even though you're the cool Inquisitor, and you just fought a dragon previously. And it's just, fuck off, Inquisition. What even is this game?
Yeah, I know you just defeated a dragon, but listen, those sandworm things over there, they're higher level than you, so get bent.
Yeah, exactly.
And it had some terrible fucking characters too.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of like any of them beyond. I think Varric was. I think the reason Varric's popular is because he is consistently the only character with a little bit of personality. I think that's like my thesis here.
Yeah, nobody liked pretty much anyone from Inquisition, because again, they also were studiously designed to be unappealing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I don't even remember any of their names beyond Cassandra and Varric. I
remember Vivian because I remember looking at her and just like, how do you make a character? The black chick.
Oh, the mage from Orlais.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I remember thinking to myself, how do you manage to create a character that is so studiously mid? Where, like, I constantly kept catching myself, like, okay, she's kind of interesting, and then she'd do something retarded, and I'd be like, okay, no, never mind.
No, I get what you're saying. She kind of has this, like... I mean, I think all the characters in Inquisition have this, like, sort of I don't want to call it like Play-Doh face, but I think that's kind of, there's just like this weird kind of like claymation-ish type thing to it, like Sarah. Now I'm in the fucking Dragon Age wiki. That's another character that I was like, damn, she does not look very good. And then there's like, God, none of these characters look good. Shit, I'm just looking at them all now.
Oh yes, Sarah. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. Like Sarah isn't merely just. She's not even merely mid. She's not even merely ugly. Like, she's hideous.
I know that the elves aren't supposed to be like Fae in Dragon Age, right? They're a bit more. They're different, right? But I mean, I don't know. I feel this takes the opposite of what an elf should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the nose, I guess.
Yeah, like the nose, the face, the lips. She's such a weird character, where she's just actually repulsive. And her quest lines too. She's a bad person from beginning to end. She has like zero redeeming fucking qualities.
I think Cullen looks okay in Inquisition. He doesn't actually look monstrous. It's like Cullen and maybe, I don't know, Iron Bull, I guess, but that's just because he just looks like an alien person because he's a Canary, and I don't like look for the uncanny valley in him, and that's it. that's all I got for Inquisition characters. I'm not repulsed by.
Iron Bull was designed to be basically gay bait.
True, very true.
He is so obviously gay bait. His torso always bare, covered in leather, the eye patch huge. Like, somebody working on this was visiting German bear forums very, very frequently.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really sure what those are, but, it sounds like you know, Arch. So.
Bear is a gay term I was introduced to a couple of years ago that refers to big, burly, hairy men.
Right.
At least I can look at him and go like, okay, you had a target audience in mind. Fine. But Sarah, I can't imagine what the target audience for her could possibly have been.
Yeah, I don't, you got me, gamer. I don't know. You like looking at, ugly, obnoxious women? There you go. There's Sarah. Not Lum Lum. Hello, Lum Lum.
Hello.
Hello, Lum Lum. Did they finally manage to move your ass out of traffic?
Shut up. We got Pokeballs, and there it's good.
Pokeballs are really cool. I love them.
We were talking about Mass Effect and how we hope that a Saudi prince comes into their studio and just starts slapping people.
You know, I really hope and I pray that by some miracle, the Saudi prince lets American McGee make the next Alice game.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I mean, it's like the only reason why the next Alice game never got made is because EA was like, no.
Yeah, I'm like kind of like half and half on the Saudi Prince thing. It's like on one hand, like I definitely want someone to kind of like come in, okay, Bioware, stop thinking about line go up and start like making good fucking games, please. Thank you. Simultaneously, I am a little afraid of, there might be like a bit of an overcorrection and then all of a sudden it's like there's no attractive people at all ever. Like everyone's just I don't know, everyone's in a burqa or something. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I've seen someone in chat say that there's only one Alice game, and that's the American McGee one. American McGee made both Alice games.
I'm like, I can see the danger of an overcorrection. I absolutely can, but at the same time, we're so far in one direction now that even if this guy comes in and pulls as hard as he can feasibly can in the opposite direction, we're probably going to get at least a couple of games out of him before he manages to overcorrect, so...
Fair. No, I can see the point. 100%. I didn't even know there's more than one Alice game.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, and Lumi Loves Feet comes in at the $50, says, hello, Lum Lum. Hail out, High Rest.
God damn it.
After over a year of careful observation, the foremost experts on the mysterious creature known as Lum have published their findings on the Lum life cycle, documenting all stages of this bizarre aquatic land animal. 103. I would ask you kindly to provide your oratory skills to read it for chat's enjoyment. Alternatively, you feel like punishing Lum Lum for anything. Make her read it instead, verbatim. Correct researcher names included. Also, chat, please donate to LumiCast so we can further research the Lum. Boom.
God damn it. He did say he was going to donate more than usual, and that made me scared.
Well, Lumi Loves Feet just loves the fact that Lumi loves feet, it is what it is,
He is known as the Forbidden One on my channel and in my Discord. I even changed his name to the Forbidden One.
The Forbidden One. The 5 pieces of Exodia, the 5 donations.
Feel free to send it my way, and we'll read it. Anything to bully Lum Lum. Bullying Lum Lum is good.
Shadow Fox donated 50. Acknowledge him.
I will acknowledge him. Shadow Fox, thank you. And send this and my other chats to new fun to get Porker to join Lum Lum and Meowgamite to read the next milking farm. The problem is, from what little I've seen of Porker's content, she'd probably actually enjoy it.
I have a list of pre-prepared fetishes in case anyone asks to kind of prove my degeneracy, okay, to get my knocks in, like a hazing ritual.
Yeah, see, the other women they'll buy physical copies, but at least they'll pretend to find the description, the vivid description of the ball sack repulsive. I don't know about Porkers. Now that I've got that, I might as well catch up a little bit. Krieger sent 2,000 warp tokens, thank you. Can you please not pose leftist fantasies for my poor eyes to see? Milking farm. Good. Punish Lum Lum for my transgressions.
So, is the milking farm fund, is that real? I'm not I'm not deep in the lore, right?
The milking farm fund is real. It's at $1,430 right now, so it's 2/3 of the way there.
What's the cap? What's the threshold?
2,000. It was at 1,000, but then Lum Lum was like, it's too cheap.
I mean, well, granted, it's if it was just you reading it, I would have just called you a cheap whore and left it at that. But it involves me and Mal.
Call me crazy, but I would have just done it for free, because it's funny. But, that's just me.
I'm basically doing it for free.
Be more like Porkers.
Also, I swear, I need to contain myself because I'm just looking at my new Fugi for the outfit I'm releasing next year for Lumi, and I'm like, I want to show it, but I'm also like, I gotta keep it secret. But it's so cute.
Secrets. I've never been able to keep Archive Review like a secret. It just doesn't happen.
Buttery butt.
Oh shit.
I mean, you haven't showed your ArchCat model yet.
That's true, because I haven't had the bother to set it up and make it work yet.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I am on African time. I am producing time, and it'll happen when it happens.
I mean, I have your ArchCat model in my model folder already.
But I had one created for a thumbnail for Troubleshooter Abandoned Children, which chat funded a stream of, which I adore. This one. I love this new artist. He's got such a great way of communicating emotion with the characters.
Oh, there's Mal. We were talking about milking farm, and she knew that she had to show up.
She immediately went like, I smell cow.
Yep.
Classic.
She does do that. Mal was so obsessed with Milking Farm, she read it like page 1 to page 260 in one sitting on her bed, interestingly enough.
And then she read it a second time, and then a third time.
What a weird thing to do. Dizwiz also sends 500 warp tokens. Finally found my CNC warp stones for Norwegian Vermin Lord. Thank you, sir. Krieger says now 2,000 warp tokens too. Inquisition was where Dragon Age went from dark to high fancy. They did the same as GW, stripped out all the mystery. Milking Farm. Yeah. Dragon Age is just dead. Like, Dragon Age needs a reboot. Complete fucking reboot from the ground up, but I thought we're gonna get it.
I'm of the mind Dragon Age just needs to like we can just cancel 2 Inquisition and Veilguard. Just pretend they don't exist and just have Dragon Age Origins and then just don't make any more. You know, it's one of those things where I don't want them to ruin it anymore, right? Like, I've seen the plane crash. I don't want it to crash again. But
it has to be at least 3 plane crashes. Just like as 9/11 predicted.
I think there was 3 plane crashes though.
Yes. 1 for each tower and then the Pentagon.
I was actually talking about Dragon Age, but also yes.
Actually, there were 4 plane crashes, Lum. God damn it.
Oh yeah, no. There was a 4th one that ended up crashing in a field, I think, if I remember correctly. But originally they wanted to crash it into the White House.
Yep. Skull Throne, it's my fault for not wearing headphones. It is always your fault. Lucian, time for us to wander into the abyss. It is dark in here. Shadow Fox, great, now we have another one to get the shock collar, besides Lum and Meowgamite, another one for the Nord Harem. Well, see, the problem is, I had to agree to bring on the femboy for next week, because I was like, Lum, I know I keep telling you to bring large people, but I found this adorable little Warhammer YouTuber. And she's like, yes, but you must give me something in return. I'm like, oh god, what do you want?
Oh no.
And so now we're bringing in a Swedish person next week. And he even sent me a question like, hey, should I wear my shock collar to the stream? I'm like, god damn it.
Did he actually ask that?
Atari
That's
does
fantastic.
have a shock collar, yes.
So now there'll be 2 of them.
You know, hey.
He is absolute degenerate. Like, okay. Once in a while, when I see him in my Discord in voice call, and I see the little, like, webcam camera icon next to it, I'm like, is he half naked in call again? Yes, it has happened more than once.
You attract the worst kind of people.
I mean, hey, he's a Warhammer nerd, but he is an Eldar fan.
That's a bit weird. I don't think anybody's actually a fan of the Eldar.
His model is an Eldar.
Frankly, I'm honestly just kind of surprised that the Eldar kind of exist in the space. Because at the end of the day, right, like GW keeps saying that they've sold Eldar models, but I've never seen an Eldar model painted and in someone's hands. You know, I'm just saying, okay, I'm putting on my tinfoil hat, you know.
It's because they're all in jars over heaters.
I see. Okay, interesting.
The Eldar actually kind of used to be cool. Like, the old Eldar models were actually pretty awesome. But they've just gotten weirder
That
and
looks kind of fun.
gayer every year that passes.
I really miss Old Hammer, like the style of Old Hammer, like the heavy contrast, you know, when things were a bit less like grounded model-wise and things were a bit more wild. It kind of just gives me like a warm, fuzzy, like 90s cartoony vibe almost. And yeah, I don't know. It's cool. And that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I really miss Old Hammer too. Because even the Eldar had this kind of weird, like, cyberpunky elves kind of feel to them.
100%.
And they had way more personality. Now they're just elves in space. They're dying, but they never actually die. Okay. I was about to say something that would get me taken off YouTube. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But
that's a pretty commonly. Oh, sorry.
It's Games Workshop design. Like the new. God, I fucking hate these so much.
What the fuck is up with their arms?
I hate them so much.
Wait, are those dwarves? Are those supposed to be 40k dwarves?
Yeah, so
I'm not a 40k person. I'm a fantasy person, just for context, right?
They're so fucking squats. They're dwarves.
Okay.
I hate their stupid armor. I hate their stupid guns. I hate their stupid, like, giant personalized fucking codpiece that they've got there.
Oh my god. Oh, that's awful. Are those like robots, or are those like other stunties in the top left and bottom right?
Yeah, those are robots, because
okay,
for some reason we let the stunties just get away with artificial intelligence.
I mean, it's the same thing with like fucking Age of Sigmar, right? It's like, there's no like, I don't know, the designs of everything are just so weird. I'm not even sure how to describe it. I'm not like an art person, right? But you just look at like the Chaos Dwarves, for example, the new Chaos Dwarves from Age of Sigmar, and those guys just look so weird. And like these guys look strange. Like, you know what I'm saying? Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills?
Like the problem is that like this design doesn't say anything. It just looks random. Like like he's wearing this giant, bulky, dumbass, weird suit for reasons, and they just I'm not going to cover my face. That'd be silly. I'm going to wear 5 tons of armor, but not my face. I need that to see.
It looks like a Smiling Friends character.
Like, weirdly, they have no personality. Like, the old squats were dumb looking, but my god, I loved my stupid murder balls.
Oh my gosh.
Just imagine.
They're little babies.
Just imagine they don't actually have AI, but those are just children piloting the little ones.
Little creatures.
Like, at least the stupid murder balls had personality to them.
I like the meat mallet.
I love the idea of this thing waddling into combat, just comically with its hammer, like, I'm gonna hit you.
Oh gosh, remind me of the Russian nesting dolls, almost. Like...
Murder balls are so good. I don't know, like
so cute. I want to decorate them on my Christmas tree. Just put a little string on them. They could be ornaments.
There's a weird thing where certain things feel like they have soul and certain things just don't. And it's really difficult to pinpoint what part of it makes that difference, but I hate the new 40k squats. I just hate them.
I think it might be because the new ones are just way too, I would say uniform. Too uniform, painted way too similarly. It's like you can tell if they're when they're hand painted and when they're just like, just they don't care, they just mass produce the same exact bullshit. I honestly think there's more a love and soul in miniatures that are hand painted by the people who care about them rather than, okay, it's all pre-painted, here you go.
Maybe. Galim Dor becomes a member. Thank you very much, sir. Shadow Fox, the spectrum is simple. Are you a native or not, at least according to most Western governments? Maranga 2, how much porkers can a porky dorky pork if a porky dorky porkers could pork? Which isn't
the answer is 4.
4. Only 4.
4. I don't know what that means, but the answer is 4. Yeah, more or less.
4 is a good number.
It's a solid number.
4 is a great number.
I was gonna make a really bad joke, but I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to like not be crazy, Continue.
It's okay. Arch has said a lot on this channel, and it hasn't gotten him completely demonetized yet.
Yes.
I've said a lot on Arch's channel that hasn't got him demonetized yet.
It's actually kind of weird, but yeah, I seem to be flying under the radar for a little bit. Even as a lot of people are getting targeted for this now. What was it?
Yeah, that is happening.
Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. So can I find? Oh, there we go. Anna from that Star Wars girl. She got 2 strikes in a row now. She got the warning and then the strike for using a clip of Kathleen Kennedy, apparently.
Fuck off, YouTube. Oh my god.
Doesn't Kathleen Kennedy have Disney copyright strike anything that she does?
God only knows. Sexual content as well, apparently, of Kathleen Kennedy.
It's like a clip of Kathleen Kennedy's face at like a very normal event, but the reality is that if you zoom out, she's actually in this like elaborate orgy, but no one knows, like, or some shit. Like, that's ridiculous.
I don't know, chat.
That just has to be just like a hostile like takedown request. You know, just a malicious actor.
Chat. You're gonna have to pay me ransom, or I'm going to play that sexual clip of Kathleen Kennedy for all of you.
Oh,
she's staring into my soul. I don't. Oh my gosh, this is the face of Satan. I don't like it.
Are you sure, chat? You want to see a sexual clip of Kathleen Kennedy? Only your super chats are standing before you and the worst fate.
Kathleen, leave Indy alone. Leave Luke Skywalker alone, please. No.
Okay, so I learned something horrible, by the way. If you get like a big 4K picture like this and zoom in, like you can see like the plaque on the teeth and stuff.
Yeah. I don't like that. You can see like the hair and everything. I don't know.
Yeah, like
you can see the little hairs on her face.
Yeah, like you can see the little hairs going down her chin there, for example.
To be fair, like I think like if you zoomed in on anyone with like a high definition enough camera, you could find like some really gross stuff, right? But like Kathleen, absolutely. I mean, I think it's just because Kathleen like has just, in my opinion, has ruined like Star Wars so hardcore that it just increases the level of distaste to such an absurd level that I can no longer be nice about it.
Can we please stop looking at this woman now? Thank you.
Chat, if we can get to at least, we're like 267 likes, chat. If we can get to 300 likes at least, I'll spare you. You have to extort things out of chat, otherwise they just sit there like little potatoes.
You should just put that close up as your Twitter banner for like a day.
God, it's terrible. Harambe, hey bot, I recently found a pretty good 40k fanfic. It's called Lost and Found, Royal Road. Check it out if you got the time and maybe review it. Maybe, I'll check it out. Marine Elva, so dislikes are coming back to YouTube, but only if you pay for YouTube Red. So we are at the stage of taking away features and locking it behind a paywall. Yes, but the really old people amongst you will remember that YouTube used to have a 5-star rating system. Which they removed because that wasn't good enough. They're bringing back the star system again too now, so yay.
I heard about that, yeah.
Oh, we got 300 likes. Okay, fine. I'll take it away.
The fastest anybody has decided to become active in chat.
I will be right back.
Okay. Oh,
Boog Catalan equals French and Portuguese. Bang Spanish. Bang.
Portuguese.
Shout out to Liang Yang. The Sabbath World's Crusade playlist is out of order. I know. I'm doing it on purpose. Body name. So Arch, who is the Team Rocket crick with underbust? That is Porkers. I found her on the internet. Any further questions? Oh, hey. Boog just sent an even better picture. Look at that.
Ignorant slut. Oh, no.
Oh, that's like she's like mid, like that's Kathleen Kennedy O face right there, chat. That's pretty bad. I won't expose you to that for too long. Caps Lock, will GTA 6 have street workers, or will they remove them? Or make them more 40 and bald? Well, Bloodlines 2, they made them more 40 and bald, so yeah, probably. Tanushi.
Okay, come back to Coming Kathleen. Very cool.
Yeah, Coming Kathleen.
Oh, that sounds like her street name.
Creaming Katie. Actually, that could be like a Disney special. Creaming Katie, coming now. Exclusively on Disney Plus.
I don't like that.
Tanushi, I still hope Bioware makes Shattered Steel 2 before the Arabs shatter 'em. Whether it's a mech or RPG game, I just want my 30 years of waiting to end. Listen, I think you just gotta accept that that's dead. It's just over. It's gone. It'll never come back. You will never have like another mech game beyond the occasional BattleTech spin-off thing ever again. It's just not going to happen.
I have lost.
It's just not going to happen. Caleb Knight introducing magazines in ME2 was a downgrade over 1. Removed the uniqueness of setting Bereed Blonde Brazier. I would like a punctuation mark there. Magazines in ME2? ME2? Mass Effect 2? Oh, Mass Effect 2. Okay, all right, there we go. It was a downgrade 1. I kind of liked it because I like, reloading things. But oh well. Oh, Luke sent me more Kathleen Kennedy porn, but he warned me not to show it, so I guess I won't.
Luke, please cease. Because I know Arch is gonna send them to me later.
Later?
Arch, you're playing with fire. Do you really want to look into the abyss and risk blinking? Like, I'm just saying.
No,
Are you ready to
you don't know Boo. He is Arch's supplier of all things terrible in this world.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that just looking through the post.
He's just a Mexican man.
He's just a little Mexican.
He is just a little Mexican.
He's
He's
just a
doing
little
his best.
Mexican. Occasionally, well, on a scale, really, like, I would actually argue that Gwimba sends me worse shit than Boog. I mean, Boog's stuff is mostly funny, whereas Gwimba sends me stuff like this.
Oh, Gwimbus!
What the fuck is that?
Gwimbus has too many AI credits. It's like this is why I'm happy he doesn't have like Twitter Blue Premium or whatever, so he has unlimited uses of Grok Imagine, because then there would be no stopping his degeneracy.
I feel I need to delete my hard drive after the stream or something. That shit's like in my cache. I'm not gonna be able to escape it. Oh my god.
You could easily earn back the money for Twitter Premium. Do it. And now we all need some cleansing foot pads.
Hooray.
One of the long list of Lumi products, outdoors and indoors both.
I'm still upset that there is actually a product line out there called Lumi that just fits into this narrative that Arch created. I hate it so much.
I mean, you say narrative, but chat's saying it, Arch is saying it. If all these people are saying it, it must be true, surely, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
Arch introduces me to people before I could ever meet them, so then they just know me as the Footfish before I can even get into a conversation. Sargon knows me as the Footfish. Fucking Shadiversity knew me as the Footfish before I even met him. Granted, he also just watches the ArchCast, but still. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, my narrative setting skills are fantastic. I've done all of this. I have done it all. Marine Alpha, the greatest game Norway made, is Dustborn. Is it though?
It's like it's still impressive that for a while I just believed you, just like full stop, that Kibbs was actually transitioning.
Wait. That's also true. Dev said it. Now, I will admit that whilst I knew about Kibbs's thigh highs, because he had a fund for thigh highs and walking around in programmer socks for a day, etc., I wasn't aware about the chastity cage. That one's new to me.
Chastity cage?
Yes.
Okay, now I have to ask Kibbs about this one.
I wasn't aware of the chastity cage, so that one's new to me. But you know, sometimes that's just what you got to do.
Are you
You
ready
know,
to read this
the
yellow
relationship
mare's
meter
fluttery,
between you and I have
fluttery
reset
butt?
it. Okay, I don't know you as the fish who likes feet. Okay, so you can now set my expectation. All right, but be warned that if I receive enough you like feet, then you know it'll override, and the previous relationship meter will appear in my HUD. Okay, it's a glitch, so just letting you know.
That's not fair because everyone just wants to gaslight me into liking feet, like with how this VTuber that's called Rosa, she was gaslit by her audience to like feet.
Gaslit.
Gaslit, of course.
Oh, I have discovered something new on my journeys across the internet, by the way, that I'm now eager to share with you. So, on the topic of chastity cages,
Okay.
I thought it was just a cage. That's what I believed. I believe it was just a cage. No. There are other variants. There are things like this, which I don't know how these works, but I'm presuming they just kind of crush your pee-pee, I think.
I don't know if this is bait, but like that's pretty common, yeah. Like I 100% I've seen a lot of those.
Arch, didn't
what?
you already look up chastity cages and one that shocks you?
Yeah, but I mean that just inserted like the lightning rod up your pee-pee hole. Like, I feel like that's more humane than this. I mean,
That looks like it goes onto the top of a meat grinder.
yeah.
Okay, so I may or may not have engaged with people who would wear such things, and apparently it's not that bad. It just like kind of goes in, and you know it is what it is, right? And the holes are obviously to let fluid go through. I'm not sure what type of fluid, you know, I don't know myself, but you know.
I mean, there's only 3 types of fluid that can come out of a ding dong, and that is blood, pee, and cum.
Blood?
Yeah, if you're hurt really bad, then blood's gonna come out of it. And that's when you have to go to the
Are
hospital.
you ready to read this
Look, I'm
yellow
just saying,
mare's
okay? It's
fluttery,
called Subway,
fluttery
have it
butt?
your way, but I'm not allowed to have a cum sandwich? What the fuck, am I right? Like,
Yeah, Lumi would agree. She makes
Oh
the
boy,
cum
do I
cookies.
have a sandwich for you that Arch would really want to sell. So it's called the Arch Burger, and it has Arch's special Arch sauce.
Treat. Can I show
That's
you?
true. There is actually an Arch Burger. It's an official collaboration of mine and McDonald's.
Also, I saw a super chat that said, "Am I aware of the Lumi Preggers
Are
fund?"
you
I am
ready
now.
to read
So
this yellow mare's
there's a Lumi
fluttery,
Preggers fund.
buttery butt?
It's a joke. I said that if people gave me $50,000, then I would have another kid.
So the Big Arch, is that like a Big Mac with white cheddar and fried onions on the bottom? Is that what that is?
Maybe. Alternatively, they could be French fries. I think
Sure.
they could be French fries.
They look too small to be French fries.
Maybe, but you know, God damn it! I almost used the word I've been criticized for again. McDonald's are too cheap to make proper size French fries, so it's just tiny French fries. Plus, you know, French fries on a burger are actually kind of
guaranteed
weirdly
censorship.
delicious in an absurd kind of way.
I agree with that. No, I get that.
Yeah, white cheddar and the special Arch sauce, thick and creamy.
No, Arch, I'm just saying, okay, like, I'm generally known as, like, the degenerate one, okay? But you keep bringing up this chastity cage and, like, thick and creamy. Like, is there something you want to tell us, Arch? Like,
I just get excited when I find new things on the internet, and I want to show other people, but more often than not, Lum Lum is just immediately follows on. Like, I'm like, I found this really terrible thing, and Lumi's like, oh yeah, I know what fluids comes out of penis. It's blood. God damn it.
It's
There's
your one
only three
chance
that
to
can come out of
to
one.
expand
God.
upon your hobbies.
Every time, Lum Lum just slaps me down with something worse.
Damn.
Every
Here's
time.
the question.
Every
Fire's
fucking
the answer.
single solitary time.
I'm sure Lumi means it in good faith, surely.
Minus the
I never
red.
say things to hurt Arch.
Hello, Arch and Porkers. The game industry needs to purge their progressive devs and make attractive characters again. Yes. And a question for Porkers. Have you heard about the beautiful novel called Milking Farm?
Yes, I was briefly there for the chat, for the Milking Farm chat, and one of the reasons why I know about Milking Farm is because someone messaged me, and they're like, "Hey, Arch mentioned you in that stream briefly, and you were talking about like bringing me on or something at some point," and I was like, "Hey, cool." So by proxy,
Well, I guess the only question then is, Porkers, are you a good feminist?
To be honest with you, I think that like 24/7 power dynamics and enslavement is like based, so probably not.
Damn,
Like,
because
I don't think that's a very like feminist thing of me to have like a kink flare. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
only the
There's
best
only
feminists.
one good feminist out there, and his name is Rance.
Rants.
I have like 3 friends who play Rants, and they're like, "You really need to play Rants." I'm like, I don't really like care, but like, you do, you gamer.
Only true feminists can play Milking Farm, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
It is a
I
feminist
will have
novel.
to go watch some Anita Sarkeesian videos, and then I'll be ready. Alright, so...
And Brandon for another 50. Thank you very much, sir. Speaking of Rosa, never did get the feet cast, Lumi promised. Milking Farm, get milk, Lumi. Yeah, Lum Lum. Where's the foot
kind
farm?
of went MIA. I don't know where she went.
I'll fucking track her down. Take her feet away.
Because her Twitter account's gone. Kind of went just kind of went silent. I will have to track her down because I want to check in. Sure think you're okay.
Right. What else do we have to talk about today? Oh, yes, I was sent this shortly before the stream started, and normally we don't watch videos on this show because more often than not, YouTube is just gonna fucking strike everything. So if the video suddenly goes down, don't worry, we'll be back in like 5 minutes after YouTube stops strangling me. But I want to watch this.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just the thumbnail alone, like, is making me like, what the
I love Freedom Tunes. They're
Oh,
great.
dear lord.
Because, god damn it, the Hassan memes have been some of the funniest shit I have ever fucking seen. So, we're gonna take the risk, chat. Prepare for the stream to go down.
Yeah, Freedom
America
Tunes
deserved
usually
9/11,
doesn't.
dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it. We fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We fucking did in a video game.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Tempool and Destiny are the same. If there was, obviously, a real karmic justice out there, they would be treated in the exact same way that journalists were treated for defending the Holocaust.
You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. Slice them up, slice them and fucking dice them.
Fucking shit, shut up, Hassan. Good God. This is so many terms of service violations in such a short amount of time. Leave. The worst part is they're just playing clips
Oh
of
my
Hassan
God.
too. Fucking Christ.
Wait, really? So these are like real clips of Hassan talking?
Yes, that's
like,
his
yeah.
voice. That's just Hassan.
That's fantastic. I thought this was like edited or something. But like, that's awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
I really like the tiny head on the ginormous body. That's very funny.
Oh, God damn it. Chat, I wanted to watch all of it, but we're already like at least 7 TOS violations in after 30 seconds. Oh, God help me. There.
Coco, you're changing.
It really is. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. So I recognize several of those. They've taken several different clips and just cut them together. And yeah.
Classic, the one where the dog is getting shot. I love
Poor
that
Kaya.
so much.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor Kai.
Christ. Right.
Oh gosh.
From one soulless YouTuber to another. MrBeast land.
Oh no.
Oh yes. I've already sent a DM to Craig going, you want an excuse to go to Saudi Arabia? Give the word, I'll be on the next flight.
Of all places to have MrBeast land, Saudi Arabia.
Well, this kind of thing, like Saudi Arabia has, in a weird way, Saudi Arabia has become the new West. They're this country that is experiencing enormous economic growth. They are civilizing rapidly from a fairly basic bitch society. And they're constantly coming up with crazy fucking projects that they're actually completing as well. It genuinely does remind me of like the Victorian era in the West, where some crazy bastard was like, what if I built the Eiffel Tower or like a 100 feet tall fucking statue of bronze in the Lady of Liberty? Like, that's kind of what Saudi Arabia has become. Just this collection of incredibly rich people doing absolutely absurd shit.
I mean, as long as they're like finishing projects, right? Because like you hear about like North Korea, for example, or like China or whatever, where they'll have like some like grand idea or grand design, but in reality, it's just like a concrete building with nothing in it. I mean, if they're actually finishing shit like this, I mean, hey, you know, good for them, right?
Well, like you can look at like Dubai, right, where they was like, okay, let's just build like a giant palm out in the ocean, and they did.
So I've actually heard conflicting information on that. I've heard some people say they did, and I've heard some people say that they didn't. I don't know.
Oh, they built 2 of them.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe one of them was failed and one of them succeeded. You know, I don't know.
So they built 2 like palm districts. Like one is actually inhabited. They built like the archipelago, which was going to look like the world. I don't think they've built houses on that yet, but they're planning to.
Okay.
And like these are houses for the absolutely retardo ultra beyond fucking belief rich. Like where a house will go for like $1 billion bucks.
If you're living on the palm tree, you know, you gotta be $1 billion rich, right?
Yes. I think there's a hotel like at the tip of the palm tree thing where like a room is like a couple thousand grand, a couple thousand bucks, like a night.
I'd say a couple $1,000 grand. Yes, Arch.
Listen, your silly monetary metrics do not matter to me. Oh yeah, there it is.
Because you have a couple $1,000 grand, that is just again fucking change.
Atlantis, the Palm Luxury Resort. That was one built at the tip of the thing.
I am looking up Atlantis immediately.
Okay, just for shits and giggles, what does a night at this place cost?
Let's take a look. See here. According to TripAdvisor, let's see. Okay, so a night is and it depends on where you get it, right? But if it can range from $753 to $1,039, and those are deals, so maybe the base price is a little more, but it seems to be around that range.
Let's see. So I just did like a week's stay, and that's $5,000. That's actually not that fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, like a normal like Hilton stay during like a convention is like $800 for like a weekend. If it's like a big event or something around there, right? So it's like, I mean, if I'm thinking like height of luxury, that doesn't sound too bad either. Like, would I do it? Probably not. I couldn't justify the expense to myself, but like.
There we go. The suite, $10,000 for a week. Yeah, now it's starting to get expensive.
You hear about that one hotel that was built in Turkey, I think, where there's a statue of Azura from Elder Scrolls on it?
Really?
Yeah, it's like what is it called? Azura Statue Hotel. Hang on. It's called the Hotel Azura, apparently, in Turkey. The Azura Deluxe Resort, and because I guess the owner really likes Elder Scrolls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have a little bit of a theme,
That's true.
All right, chats. This will be our next fund. Go to the stupidly overpriced hotel fund. I wonder how the fuck the travel bloggers managed to do that. Because clearly, they get this shit funded. Do you think they just write it off on their taxes? Went to the most expensive hotel in the world. $20,000 tax write-off.
Well, you don't understand. They went there for a meeting, okay? So, yeah, obviously. They went there for work, okay?
I need to get on that grift. I really do. Lum, this is how you go on vacation. You call it a business trip.
Oh. That's so expensive.
Yeah, but taxes, Lum. Taxes.
I'm afraid I'd be put on a list for a sudden amount of large amounts of money that I'd be spending.
Oh, that's the problem. If you put Lum in a place like this, she couldn't control herself.
Shut up, Arch.
It says it's family friendly, so I can't imagine it's like, and also it's in Saudi Arabia, so I can't imagine it's like a den of vice or anything. It's probably just got like water parks and shit, Like it's not even that like crazy IMO. Like.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Saudi Arabia is actually very civilized now. It is genuinely just like the West now. So I understand why the man who has no soul decided to put his theme park there.
Mm-hmm.
And by God, but you cannot tell me that this man is a human being. You fucking can't. I refuse. Look into those eyes, chat. Look into this eyes and tell me that this man does not strangle fucking kittens on his spare time. Seriously.
He has to be an industry plant.
There's got to be something. I don't know. Maybe he's just... Okay, maybe he didn't fly to Epstein Island. He is Epstein Island. Epstein Island was a code word for MrBeast's house.
Oh my God. Okay, but just imagine, like, the way that he has like so much money and all the things that he just does because he feels like it. He has to have something on somebody, like with Young in all of Sega. It's like, what does he have on them that he keeps getting jobs even though he fucking sucks?
I think the story is that like he didn't he get like he made like Bitcoin Cash or some shit like when the first like major kind of like rise started happening, and that's how he got all of his money. And I mean, I don't know, like I feel as long as you're wealthy and you're not like within like any serious level of like disreputable like nature, right? Like you're not like in an arrest or anything like that, right? Like usually you can just like do whatever the fuck you want, I assume. I don't know.
Maybe he somehow went back in time and told his younger self, hey, yes, go buy that Bitcoin for $7.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, I was too young to really buy Bitcoin when that was kind of big. But I mean, he's like close to like, I think he's in his like early 30s, so he's like kind of close to my age. So I don't know.
It still reminds me of the dude who spent like, what was it, 5 Bitcoin on 2 Domino's pizzas.
Oh man, no. Oh, that poor guy.
Well, that was worse because you got to remember. I think it was one of the original creators who wanted to like test if he could actually use Bitcoin, or to get something delivered to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he went to a pizza bakery and asked them if they would take crypto, right, for the pizza. And he didn't pay them, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 Bitcoins. He paid them 10,000 Bitcoin.
Oh,
at the time, was Bitcoin like not worth anything, or like?
Okay.
It was worth nothing.
Okay.
Here, I'll read it directly from the website that I just looked up. The 10,000 Bitcoin that software developer Laszlo Hanyas, whatever, paid for 2 Papa John's pizzas delivered to his Florida home May 22nd, 2010, were worth about $41 at the time. Today, they are worth $1.1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at a share. A Bitcoin is $102,000, so like 10,000 of those.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I really wish I could go back in time and be like, because when I remember, Bitcoin was getting popular when I was in high school, and then I in my economics class, the teacher was like, "Oh, don't buy into Bitcoin, right? All this sort of stuff," and everyone just kind of like believed that. But then I'm like, damn man, if I could just like go back in time, or like, I don't know, like get like a tiny job or something, get like $2,000 and just put it all in Bitcoin at the time. Holy fuck, I'd be so sad, man. But it's whatever.
I would tell my middle school self to buy a house and buy that Bitcoin for $7.
I remember the first time I saw Bitcoin, it was already worth like $700 for 1 Bitcoin back then. And I was like, $700 for nothing? This is clearly a scam.
If only you knew.
Yeah, if only I knew.
That's what's that one meme from We didn't listen.
Yep.
Man.
So, chat, if there's anyone out there who has some Bitcoins they want to get rid of, feel free. I'll take them.
Arch will take your Bitcoins for free. You will be paid nothing. And, honestly, just think about the exposure you'd get. So just do it.
Well, it depends. If you give me a whole Bitcoin, I will fly out here and I will give you head pass at the airport, and then you can go back home. There you go. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal.
What was the price that you told somebody that they would have to pay to travel over there to shake your hand? Didn't you say like $10,000?
Yeah, you'd get like 10 handshakes for a Bitcoin.
10 whole handshakes. This is a steal. We're gonna have to put a timer on this one. Call in now.
It is a steal.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Jesus Christ. And okay, so the sad thing though is that Bitcoin was actually on the verge of becoming like an alternative currency, and it could have been really interesting if that had actually happened. But because it's worth so much now, it's made itself worthless as a currency, and it's just become an investment thing now. And all of the other alternatives have basically crashed out because of this. So, and by now it's too late.
What, you didn't believe in Logan Paul's cryptocurrency dink doink?
And like, okay, so stupid shit like that is one thing. The fucking Hawk Tour girl coin.
I have lost.
Oh yeah.
Idiotic shit like that is one thing. But now governments are starting to look at this and going, hold on, electronic currency that we can control and delete out of your fucking wallet whenever we want? Yes. So any hope of this becoming a decent, actual, legitimate currency is over. But congratulations, you did get the government turned on about electronic currency. Yay.
I mean, it's simple rule of economics, right? Like, you know, when it comes to something like Bitcoin, right? When it comes to something that's a cryptocurrency that represents at least some level of actual real world energy expenditure, right? Like, you're gonna get deflation. And kind of like how a big problem, you know, kind of before before fiat currency, right, was deflation, you're gonna get deflation. So it just it is kind of sad, because it would be kind of cool to have some sort of, like, I don't know, sci-fi currency that kind of supersedes like governments, so there's not like a lot of bullshit and it can just be regulated internally, perhaps, or something like that. But at the end of the day, I just, you know, as you said, Arch, it's much more just an investment, a big thing that people with a lot of money can invest into and potentially make more money.
It's like, honestly, Bitcoin and all that was honestly, like, granted, not monetarily at its peak, but in terms of, you know, people using it, was at their peak when websites like the Silk Road was still up, and Pink Meth.
That's actually, I saw that in chat. Arch, have you heard of Akon and like the African utopian city that was supposed to be powered by like Akon coin? Did you hear about that?
Yes. Yes,
That's,
we even did like
crazy.
I think we talked about this on Stamford Bridge.
Fire is the answer.
Okay.
I think about how Akon City was viewed to be like they were going to build a utopia in the African desert. It would be amazing. It would have like futuristic buildings and it'd be like complete cyberpunk, and it would be powered by its own cryptocurrency and everything. And like 10 years later, the only thing that was created was this.
Yep, the reception center, and that's it. I think they actually do have like, they had like a reception center and a basketball court, and I'm pretty sure that's all they got, if I remember correctly.
So yeah, don't put your trust in rappers to build cities, I guess. For anyone out there who needed to be told.
You know, what's kind of interesting is I've actually heard, like, Akon, like, his whole thing is that before he tried, you know, this whole, like, city project, he would actually, like, deliver electricity to, like, African villages and shit, and, like, you know, debatably through some dubious methods, but at the very least, you know, providing water and electricity to African villages. Noble cause. Not too sure about this Akon City thing, though. Like, I'm not sure that was viable in any capacity, right? But, yeah.
And also, since you mentioned the Silk Road, Lum,
Yes.
the founder, who was given 2 consecutive life sentences for operating a website.
Oh, he was pardoned.
Yeah, he was actually pardoned. I remember that. So that's genuinely good, because, I mean, yes, you can make many arguments that he endangered people by trading illicit things, or etc., blah, 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 but the punishment he received was so obviously about being punitive and nothing else that after 12 years in jail, yeah, I think he's I think he served his sentence.
I mean, honestly, a decade, like, just sounds a bit too much for... I think it's just because it got so big, and as a result, it just became, like, politically relevant to be like, yeah, let's just punish this guy.
Yes.
I think it's because the Silk Road was taken down 3 or 4 times, and he just kept putting the website back up.
I also know that there were, like, Silk Road copies that would sell, like, really crazy dark shit, not just, like, drugs, right? And that I wouldn't be surprised if that played a part,
Fire
maybe. Like, if people, like, like, if legislators might have, like, confused the two or something. I don't know. but
Possibly.
I mean, it's gonna get pardoned because 12 years just seems ridiculous for owning a drug website. Like,
it's like, honestly, there's worse websites out there that I'm surprised the site owners never got arrested. Like with the other
I mean, they're
website,
probably just
Pink Meth,
honeypots,
that
right? I assume. Like, if they're still up, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it's
not
like-
in that like space.
It's like, I know Pink Meth got taken down years ago, but that place makes 4chan and Kiwi Farms look like normal websites. Because if I remember correctly, that website was all users submitted data on either their exes, family members, or other women in their lives that did them wrong, where they would share
Jesus.
intimate photos and
Ugh.
personal details about them.
It's fucking monstrous.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ass sites that I found when I was an unsupervised teen on the internet with access to Tor.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I heard in like high school, that kind of era, I heard very briefly things about the dark web or anything like that. But I was like, man, I don't give a fuck about anything. I am very like, at least in that sense, right? Not pure, but like, kind of. Look, man, I just like my very particular niche hobbies, and that's it. That's all I'm going to engage with on the internet, and then I just live my life, and that's it. I don't give a fuck.
It's like, honestly, people overhype the whole, like, quote unquote dark web shit.
Sure.
Because some people, like some ordinary gamer and other people like that, are just like, oh, there's so much fucked up shit that you can find on the dark web, and it's like, dude, you can't play videos on there, and half the time the websites don't work. So, no. There's no, like, CD live streams or anything like that. You can't host a live stream on Tor. People wish they could, but you can't.
Yeah, the stories like the Red Room. The person's being killed on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like snuff films, they don't exist. And if they do, they haven't been found yet.
Because I see, you mentioned some ordinary gamers. Do you believe in the Sonichu medallion curse? Is that real? Because like he wore it and then he got cursed. Okay, like I'm just saying.
I believe it is real. It has a almost perfect track record. That thing is fucking real.
Damn. If I ever see a Sonichu medallion, keep it away from me. That's got some bad juju. It's got some bad vibes, I'm gonna need like 5 crystal witches, to like cleanse that zone, that aura. And even
I think if a Sonichu medallion was taken into a church, the church would burn down.
True.
All I'm saying is, I think did Dev ever get his Sonichu?
Did Dev get a Sonichu medallion?
So. You know what? I'll ask him right now. I know that he's live playing Silk Song.
I've watched a lot of Dev's like older videos, but I haven't checked up on his videos like lately. So I have no.
He just made a video on Collargate with Hassan.
Okay.
Yeah, Dev just even thought about getting a Sonichu medallion and he went crazy. So it's definitely real.
Oh no. That's what happens. Like you never want to just like okay. I'm not like a magical person or a religious person or anything like that, right? But the power of anima, okay, the power of manifesting your reality through pure thought is real only in reference to thinking about the Sonichu medallion. If you think about, wearing it and taking it upon yourself, you will project the negative spiritual energy of Chris Chan Sonichu and of all the other little characters of Magi-chan Sonichu, okay?
Never even think about it, chat.
Never think about
Dev
it.
just said he did not get a Sonichu medallion.
Chat.
I just asked him while he was live on stream.
You must airdrop his house with Sonichu medallions.
I think that would actually cause like a black hole void of magic, okay? And every single like hippie Karen will instantly die. Like Death Note Kira style. The music is playing, they just die. Heart attack.
But yeah, MrBeast is making a theme park, and it's probably good. Like, it kind of looks fun, honestly. Like, it's got loads of stupid, like, fucking contests and shit that basically allows you to pretend to be a child again. Like, it'll probably be really stupidly popular. A $66 entry ticket for every ride. That's not bad. $70 for every ride at the theme park. Yeah.
That's not bad at all. The admission is $7 USD. That's okay. Like, just kind of like you get like the Feastables or whatever, like, or the Beast Burger, all this sort of things. Like, it feels like it's actually going to be really low quality and everything. But like, I don't know, maybe if it's good, you know.
Who knows? Like, I feel like you can't possibly get that much for $60, but
Look, Arch, I'm just saying, in the vague future, we can go to MrBeast Land, okay?
Yeah.
In a decade from now when it's released, okay?
Chats, we can send Lum to MrBeast Land and we can put her in the water slide.
Oh my gosh. Will her feet be out?
Oh god. Yeah, I received a complaint from Lum Earlier today about the thumbnail because your character had boots on. And Lum was like, I want them off.
I saw a couple comments about that.
Arch sends me so much.
Lum was upset.
I send you all sorts of nice things. I send you a nice art of rarity that I find. What do I get? Silence. Sure, you probably just went to bed, but still.
There you go. That's the reason. I'm gonna catch up a little bit on these again. Shadow Fox, to be honest, one of the best things about Dragon Age Origins was playing as a mage, where you could combine spells to get different effects. Yep, that was pretty cool too. It was one of the few games I actually enjoyed engaging with magic a little bit. Death. I hope everyone is having a good day and for friendship with benefits. Friendship with benefits. With horses. You a big MLP fan, Porkers?
No, my mother received a number of MLP figurines from my tiny cousins when they were little girls, and all my friends, for some reason, thought I was in an MLP, but I don't know anything about MLP.
It is very good.
Okay.
Arch has his Arch pony. I have a pony model. It's great.
I did not know Arch Pony was a thing, but now I know. And knowing's half the battle. Yeah.
Rasmus 0211, Arch VTubers are not Pokemon. Don't get them all. Why? What possible reason? Doc Resurrect, the thing with Sarah is she was pretty original, then Anita came into Bioware, and they turned her ugly and insufferable. Another thing Anita destroyed. Volimo, speaking of RPGs, with all those new releases, why do I play CK3? What do I play? EU5? No, I play Might and Magic 6, Worm, Revengeance, and Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. You know, Might and Magic. So we've actually got a new Might and Magic game now, which is Might and Magic. What was it? Olden Times? Olden Era was the name of it.
Might and Magic. Okay.
So I've got a thumbnail ordered for this. It's got a demo out at the moment, and it's literally just Might and Magic, old Might and Magic with better graphics and better animations, and everything else just looks like Heroes of Might and Magic. Like, wow.
So is this like a remaster of 3, or is this just like a spiritual successor or something?
It's not a remaster. It's literally just like it's basically just people who loved Might and Magic being like, okay, what if we just made a Might and Magic game that's just like 1, 2, and 3 slapped together and then upgraded a little bit here and there, and it looks like it.
No, that looks really cool. Yeah, I'm watching the stream right now. That looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that because the Heroes of Might and Magic franchise has had a rough few years, as with most franchises.
Have you ever played Songs of Conquest, Arch?
Name rings a bell. Yes, I have.
I'm assuming the opinion is just neutral, I suppose. But I heard that was a pretty good faithful rendition.
Songs of Conquest, I played it. And I liked it. It was good, but it didn't manage to capture me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of those things where I can sit there and I'm playing it and I'm like, yeah, this is great. This is absolutely very much so like Heroes of Might and Magic. And if you want Heroes of Might and Magic, this is the best you're going to get right now by far. But it never managed to grip me in the way that Heroes of Might and Magic did. Because I remember playing so many fucking hours of Heroes of Might and Magic. And maybe that was just because I was a child at the time, but, you know, we'll see. I'm looking forward to this. Plus, it's Hooded Horse. And Hooded Horse, okay, one, I know they hate me, which is I'm upset about. But...
Why do they hate you?
Probably my politics, I would assume.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
yeah. They made Manor Lords too, didn't they? Hooded Horse.
Yes.
That sounds familiar. Okay.
Well, the thing is that they just keep kind of picking up various developers that are doing cool shit and, you know, giving them publishing money. And I've tried to contact them numerous times, and I've never gotten a response, so I assume they just hate me.
I mean, like, do they frequently do, like, creator things? Like, maybe it's just, like, you know, they just don't do that. I don't know.
They do a little bit, but I love what they're doing, because they're picking up, like, every cool game, and they just seem to be what Paradox was today. And I love it.
Nice. That's awesome.
So I'm just going to have to accept that they don't like me and live with it. Yeah, Endless Legend 2 is actually very good. It's weird because Endless Legend 1 was very beautiful and very artsy, but played like shit. Endless Legend 2 is weirdly brown and ugly, but plays great. So, again, I swear to God, all game making... Have you ever played like Game Dev Simulator?
I haven't, no.
So, in Game Dev Simulator, which is this kind of hyper simplistic little pixel game, basically, you put focus into just bars. So you go like, oh, you focus this much on dialogue, this much on AI, etc.
I've seen this game.
I feel like this is just what game making is. This is what happens. So whenever you compromise in one area, something gets fucked up somewhere else. Because it seems to be an ironclad rule of video games that whenever you excel at one thing, like Endless Legend 2 having way better gameplay, graphic goes down.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's such a thing as like the perfect game, but I get what you're saying. I see it.
Yeah, it's weird because you'd think you could just like, okay, make good combat and make a good story. Like two different people are responsible for that, right? But no.
Service guarantee.
Well, I feel it's like even if you have like 20 different like divisions, each focused on each aspect, right? I don't even think it comes down to like the quality of each of those divisions, but their ability to communicate with one another and make it so that like it all works together. I think that's like, I know nothing about game development, but my guess is that it's more that logistical problem rather than actually like devoting resources, if that makes sense. I don't know. that could not be true. You know, I know nothing about game development. It's just all intuitive.
Yeah, like it feels like it can't be true. And yet.
Okay.
And yet. That's why so many old games were so great, because the graphics were shit.
That's true. Unironically, like I was playing Arcanum, and like that game's graphics and its combat do not feel good. But once you get like your kit online, holy fuck, that game feels so good. Like I played like a summoner build, and so when it gets to the point where I'm like summoning demons and I can literally just kill anyone, at that point I'm like, oh yeah, this is fucking gameplay.
Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, I assume. Yep. Yep, that is a great RPG.
100%. I mean, not playable at all without Drog's patch, but I was playing it on my off time, and yeah, I definitely recommend Magic for first-time users, but a second-time run for Technologist also sounds very fun. I'm currently on my first run for Magic, and I'm like, yeah, I could see why people recommend Magic as like the first run. Being able to just like teleport wherever and not worry about shit, but like, damn, it's solid.
Yep. It's a very cool game. Mechanics on Duty. Inquisition feels like Fallout 4, where they have you fight a Deathclaw in PA, power arm from 1 hour 1, and then ruin the rest of the game to limit you. Yeah, like that was one of the big failings of Fallout 4, because they were too lazy to make a like intro section for, you know, PR purposes, and so they just put that in the game, and it was blatantly
I have lost.
paced wrong. Oh yeah.
Apparently my my XLR, I think my XLR mic broke or something midstream. Very sad. Apologies, chat. There's some buzzing, I guess. I will try to fix.
Metallic Church. Sarah is Antifa bait. Oh. Luminos feet. Oh, make her read. Yeah, send it to me. I'll read it. We'll do a voice acting stream of it. Boog, the Saudi that brought SNK brought back fan service. Yeah, like the thing is that the Saudis are not as prudish as you think they are. Again, they're literally just Westerners at this point. The Witch Doctors. Hey, it's good to see a friend getting invited to the podcast to one of the guys who got me into Warhammer. Yes. Lumi Love Seat. Lumi Lifecycle is in Lumi AI channel Arch. I don't have access to your Discord. Make Lumi send to you with pictures, so check and see.
I will send it shortly.
Dox yourself. What the fuck is this? Damn it. What has been
I have lost.
made?
Shit.
God damn it, Lum Lum. That's too loud and copyrighted. What's wrong with you?
Do nothing.
Why, Lum Lum? This is cruel and unusual. Shame on you.
Cruel and unusual? I'm never cruel and unusual to you.
Abusive, even.
Nuh-uh.
Patrick Baker.
That's a good meme.
Good morning, Arch, Lum Lum, and guess. Lum Lum, you are leading a formation of pikemen, and you're facing a formation of cavalry. What do you do? Form a line or form a square?
See. Gonna say a line.
It's the wrong answer, Lum Lum.
Square?
That's the wrong answer too, Lum Lum.
Triangle.
That's the wrong answer too, Lum Lum.
What's the answer then?
The answer is massively overcomplicated hydrochlorodon or something. God, what can I... See, now I'm trying to find... So, one of the interesting things about pike and shot formations, as I'm going to assume this is pike and shot, because I don't want to hear about your stupid little fucking pike men phalanxes of olden age, which were just gayer versions. Oh, there we go. Oh, God help me. Why must everything be so low res for pike and shot? They had these hyper complicated formations where the point really was that if no matter where you got attacked from, there'd always be something in the way to stop you. So the answer is do nothing. You're already perfect. The pike formation is already complete. It is already as God intended it to be.
If enemy get close, stab. If enemy far away, shoot with gun. If enemy in medium range, shoot with crossbow.
Yep.
Rinse and repeat until win.
The pike and shot era was where we deviated from God. Like, he'd created the perfect form of warfare for us, and he looked down upon us from heaven and was like, beautiful. But then we started inventing machine guns and shit, and ever since, he's just turned his eyes away from us, so now we just suffer.
I really like just because I'm just a history nerd, right? It's what got me into Warhammer Fantasy. I love like Astalia and Talea and kind of the whole like pike and shot fantasy type shit. Like I don't know, it's really cool. It appeals to me.
It is the coolest era of warfare by far, and it has precisely no media at all.
Oh, 100%. Most people just forget about it. Like you just go from like Renaissance to like colonialism, and like that entire era is just completely forgotten.
Yeah, hell, they barely even remember the Renaissance. Half the time it just goes from medieval knights to machine guns. And it's so fucking absurd, because this was the most complicated era of fucking strategy in basically human times. You had hyper-intricate formations, you had close cooperations between cavalry, artillery, infantry, handgunners. You had people writing entire manuals of warfare. It was the single most evolutionary period of war until the Industrial Revolution. And nobody knows anything about it. It's just been completely black holed somehow.
You know, if I were to like just kind of just think about maybe the potential reasons for this, right? Because it's the 15th, 16th centuries. Like, maybe it's because the West kind of defined itself by the age of sail, that everything was just kind of like homogenized before that. I don't know, that could just be bullshit, but like, you know what I'm saying? I
was just gonna say the usual internet answer on why things just disappear from history. I was just gonna say it's Jews.
You ignorant slut.
The Jews. The Jews hated pike and shot, and so they made sure it was forgotten about.
no comment. Look, Your Honor, I'm as I said, I'm not like particularly politically leaning, so I'm just gonna.
Your Honor,
my hands are up. My hands are up, Your Honor. I'm not. No comment. Without condemning or condoning, I understand. Mr. Manhattan.
The Jews have taken yet another thing from me, and it was pike and shot.
I mean, hey, they gave us that one tank in the Forever Winter when I was contemplating on shooting the hostages.
Maybe it's the lack of anime. There's no anime pike and shot. That's why we don't get anything. It's so fucking tragic. It is a crime against humanity. One that will never be righted. It is gay. At least now we know who to blame.
Look, Arch, that's just nihilism talking, all right? And the best way to refute a nihilist is to kill them, all right? So I'm just saying, if you kill everyone who hates pike and shot, eventually you'll have no one else but pike and shot lovers. Just saying.
Tal Nizangi, I would pay good money to see the Prince set fire to Bioware Studios. It would be worth it. I don't have any hope for that studio. Yeah. Well, I want them to release one more game. I want to give them one more chance to get it right, and then we'll see. Dizwiz.
The last time he gave anybody chances, we got Bloodlines too.
I didn't enjoy that.
That was such a fun
game.
stream to watch you suffer through, Arch. Like, that was like the actual, like, because normally when it comes to streams, I just like, sit in and maybe like leave and like, I'll go back and forth. But with that Bloodlines too, I was locked in because I love Bloodlines. So watching its fall, it was awful. But I needed to see it.
Like, the worst thing is now I will never know whether the previous version that looked really bad was somehow better than the version we got.
I think it would be better, honestly. Like, even if it's like, it might have been like janky and weird, but like, if the soul is there, right?
At least it had a crazy villain, which was nowhere to be seen in the new version.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
We will never know, chat. We'll never know.
Bloodlines 3, Pike and Shot. So true, chat. So true.
Dizwiz, watch the fragrant flower blooms with dignity, and don't be a bundle of sticks. No? Timothy LaRue, Arch, did you see the Titus now captain again? And he has a new model and a milking farm, and he has a new model and a milking farm. Why would Titus have a milking farm? That makes no sense. Why not? For one-page lore fund, tip, and your modern helping send source due. Any one-page lore of your choice, Grimdark Future and Age Fantasy. Critique welcome to with lore, models, and wargame system. What's your funding goal you have in mind? I'll probably just do it at some point. I just need to sit down and have a look at it first, but at least now I have the things. So, on the long list of things I must do at some point. Father Jack the Enlightened, change to like 500 likes, you coward. Oh. Sheep 86, a small step towards small lum. Mud Cabal, the Kathy O face was her approving a script that destroys another classic male character. God, I do feel like maybe she masturbates to that.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
Sheep 86, 10 it is. Thank you. Reverend Norse, do porkers know of Lumi Preggers Fund? She knows now. Lumi volunteered that info. I think, okay, so Gwimbus did send me a new line of Lumi products as well.
Oh no.
I think these are like Lumi fertility pills or something.
It looks like a dietary supplement with collagen, so it's like oh, like maybe that's for like older women, question mark, because collagen is normally used for like removing wrinkles and stuff like that.
Oh. Haglum.
Yeah, it's the Haglum arc. That's what that medicine is for.
Heresy's the question.
I'm gonna
Fire
be
is
30
the answer.
next year. Shut up.
Oh my gosh. Same bestie? Real? Let's fucking go.
Oh my god. Hold on, what month?
I'm not sure I want to say it in front of 1,000 people, but soon. Very soon.
Okay, so you'll be 30 before me. My birthday's not till July.
Okay. Some more hags than you. Interesting to know.
Plural. Now, Lum. This does mean, however, that you've got to get a little bit of a move on things, because now you're entering the realms of geriatric pregnancy.
Oh my god. I'm Mexican. I can have kids until I'm like 40.
I don't know, Lum. I don't know. You're a geriatric now.
And what the fuck are you? Literal dust?
I am young forever, for I am male, Lum.
Unfortunately true. If you're a guy, like, you don't get old till like you're 95. It is how it be.
Correct. Meanwhile, women, well, geriatric at 30. I'm sorry, Lum. That's just nature.
Shut up.
Look, once femboy pregnancy becomes like, a thing, right? I don't need to, it's all good.
Lum working on the 13th child. I do like that there's a term literally called geriatric pregnancy. I like that.
I mean, I guess, like, in some instances it's possible, but it'd have to be super rare, surely.
Right. And...
Oh, are you ready to rut this yellow
running out of time, too. We need more topics. So I still have a topic left. But first, I need to interrupt with another topic that wasn't on the agenda. Funko Pop is dead. Thank God.
Thank fuck. Oh my gosh, yes. Based. Supreme.
So the Funko Pop brand has now said that because nobody's buying their shit anymore, and I don't understand how anyone was buying this shit to begin with. They're gonna crash and burn. Yay.
Yep.
Several years too late, but you know. It's nice to see it finally happening.
No, 100%. I feel a decade ago, like 35-year-old, like mid-wit IQ tier people, like that's who Funko was appealing to, right? Kind of that sort of appealability to both accessibility and nostalgia at the same time, right? I don't know. I feel that's the individual that really likes homogenization like the most out of like media.
My theory is that Funko Pop appealed exclusively to the tourist audience. Those who had bullied the nerds all the way through school and then found themselves in their early to mid 30s when suddenly nerd shit was super fucking popular and they were like, God damn it, I know this thing. I gotta get something for my street cred. And then they're like, oh, hey, this looks retarded and vaguely similar to the thing I bullied children for back in the day. That's what Funko Pop was. That's their entire audience. Tourists.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And so the news that Funko Pop is dead is, a godsend. Funko Pop, to me, just, it personifies the... how do I put it? The desecration of fandoms, the devolution of fandoms. It is the idea that you take something that is in and of itself iconic, like Skeletor, like Superman, like Harry Potter, and you just you cram and crush and break it down to the grayest, soupiest paste, recognizable by everyone. Literally wide head, giant googly eyes. That's it.
You know, I think it's more like this, where people get into different shows, movies, fandoms on a very surface level. They don't want to dedicate time or money to actually buy cool things to reflect that they truly like something. So they'll just buy a $10 Funko Pop instead of a $150 statue.
Also, whoever made this needs to be found and have their testicles skinned.
What the fuck is
my
that?
God.
I'm like dying inside. Oh my
Why
God.
is he so tiny?
I fucking hate that so much. Well, on the bright side, we can now safely say that Funko Pops are capable of evoking emotions, at least. Yeah, like chat says, Funko Pops is for people who want to pass as fans without needing to learn anything about anything that they're actually, trying to get into.
Yep.
Ugh.
What's that quote from Tolkien? Evil cannot create, only corrupt. That's what Funko Pops speaks to me.
That is what Funko Pop is, yes. Hold on. I need to... Yep. Of course. It exists.
Oh, this is so sad.
I feel as if we could somehow resurrect Tolkien and show him shit like this, I just want to see his reaction. I really do want to see Tolkien's reaction to this.
He threw himself back in the grave. He's like, I'm over I'm out of here.
I'm honestly surprised there wasn't any Funko Pop Space Marines.
I'm sure there are.
There'd have to be. I assume so. Funko Pop.
Heresy's the question. Fire
No, they
is the
exist.
answer.
Yeah.
Wait, no, never mind. That's Doom. That's not like a Warhammer Space Marine.
Yeah,
they exist. Okay, I see him.
That's Funko Pops.
There you go.
Well, I don't even know how a company that produces these tiny idiotic things can possibly go bankrupt, as their operating costs must be next to zero, but I'm glad it is. I'm just glad it fucking is.
It probably just comes down to like public perception. Like the more kind of mainstream it got, the more people started to like resent it, and then I wouldn't be surprised if that killed sales.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we looked at the rape chart earlier in the stream.
That's true. Crazy opener for a stream, by the way. I love it. That's so great.
I feel like the number 10 rape, like, resisted and screamed the whole way through, would be instantly justified if they added in because you saw a Funko Pop in their room.
That's true. That's true.
Like, if the police comes and arrest you and like, why did you rape that woman? Officer, her room was covered in Funko Pops. What was I supposed to do?
Pack it up, boys. Fair enough. And then everyone leaves.
Everyone leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Grand Theft Auto. You gotta mention Grand Theft Auto as well. So Grand Theft Auto is delayed, again, because of this totally normal and balanced bunch of people outside of their offices.
Oh.
So what exactly do they like want? Like what's going on?
Well, judging by them, Trotskyist Leninism, I assume.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty classic for a lot of unions. Yeah.
So yeah, no. Rockstar fired a bunch of people, and it came from one of the people inside Rockstar. But like all of the people fired were from the unions. This was union busting. It was because they found the union Discord, etc. And you know what? Yeah. If I was running a company and I found these people inside of my company, I think I'd start burning everything myself too. Just.
Was that IWGB? I'm actually kind of curious, like what they're like.
They're
like,
the
what
official
are they about? What's their mission?
British workers' union.
Okay.
Union.
Okay, I see. All right.
And of course, they are literally socialists. If the giant red banners and the 3 arrows didn't give it away, yes, they're a straight up socialist organization. And this is obviously political first and foremost, as you also have loads of legal protections in the UK. You already can't be fired without an official reason. You already have rules on things like crunch. So most of their complaints just don't make sense. Like, oh, we want protections against not being fired. Like, okay, you live in England. There's already protections. Oh, we want measures against crunch. Okay, there's already a maximum work week stipulated. You already have that. Oh, we just want more money. I'm starting to see now.
Yeah, so just a quick look. It seems that they want to fight the gig economy. I'm not really sure. Challenge the Uberization of work. I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess they don't want a gig economy. Achieve fair treatment and promote diversity and inclusion. And that's like their things, I guess. Seems very vague. I'm not sure, exactly what they're trying to go for. I mean, openly, right? They definitely I think a lot of unions and stuff are definitely on that socialist grind set, right? On the down low, but I was just curious as to what their open statements are.
The problem with unions is that they had a role to play back in the day when there were genuine abuses of workers. Now, basically all of the safeties that workers need have already been put into law. It's already the law of the nation. And so now they are literally just political organizations within the companies who makes everything more complicated by their very existence. So I understand why Rockstar might not want this. But it will delay GTA.
When I was last year in 2024, when I was at TwitchCon, we actually had a union strike right outside of our building that just so happened to coincide with TwitchCon, and it was asinine. Like they would literally be up at like 4 a.m. chanting, like no one got any sleep. It was fucking hellish, and the managers couldn't do anything about it. Like no one could really do anything about it, and their main point of grievance was the fact that they got laid off, and it wasn't even like it wasn't like unfair treatment or anything like that. It's just they couldn't afford to keep them on, and because of that, they ensured I got no sleep for a weekend. So I have a permanent grudge against unions for that specific moment. I have been primed.
And it's also created an interesting little situation in the gaming market at large, because now that GTA isn't coming out at the previous slot, suddenly a incomparable titan of gaming isn't there anymore, and everyone is going to basically rush like mad to fill that slot in the market to get out before GTA 6 does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think this will be the first, be the last, more correctly, delay either. And what would be really funny is if somehow anime GTA comes out first.
I've never even heard of Ananta. I never even heard of that. That's crazy.
Ananta is China looking at literally like the entirety of gaming and thinking, why can't we just make a GTA game, a waifu game, a Spider-Man game, a role-playing game, a first-person shooter game, a hacker game, all in the same game?
Oh, well, hey,
And that's what
Watch
they're doing.
Dogs plus GTA plus, Thing.
Yeah, well, literally, Watch Dogs plus GTA plus Spider-Man plus gacha games. That is Ananta in a nutshell.
Can I be honest with you? I'm kind of like hesitant to download or play like games from China, only because of the whole like corporations are arms of the Chinese government, and they're like kind of like Big Brother with like their social credit system and everything. I'm not sure if that's like a valid like fear or not, but I'm like, because I still do it. It's just one of those like in the back of my head. I'm like, is Nettie spying on me? Like,
Yes, Nettie's spying on you.
That's fair.
They're spying on us through any appliance that was built in China.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if your fucking smart fridge is just tracking your every movement.
Well, we actually know that. That's just the problem. Virtually everything that has an internet connection is already tracking you in some way, shape, or form. So the Chinese doing it is just one more to the long fucking list, basically.
Yeah.
It kind of comes to a question of like principle, I feel, as well, because it's like, I don't know, just because I live in America, right? It's like, if China could somehow spy on every American through some cool game, will that somehow create some sort of weird diplomatic channel in the future if there's ever a problem and now China has blackmail over America? I don't know, so it's one of those things where like, am I trying to like foresight this? And then I'm like going in circles and I'm like, am I just crazy?
I want to see a situation in the future where like there's a standoff over Taiwan and Xi Jinping DMs the US president in a gacha game and goes like, I know you downloaded lolly characters. You will stand down, Mr. President, or I will make this public.
6th term President Trump on your cyberware? What's this character? She's a 9,000-year-old vampire, not in the eyes of Chinese law, buckaroo.
What will your constituency think about the lolly in the trash can? I want that as a situation. I really do. I really do. I have
Oh,
your
gosh.
anime playlist. It includes Bakemonogatari and that certain episode. You know the one, Mr. President.
Okay, so I'm, just for context, I'm not like particularly like, I'm not like a big like anime person. I've seen like a couple here and there. But anytime I think of like, like lolly or anything like that, right? I always go to that one YouTube video of the guy who's like, whatever you do, don't watch Boku. I don't know what that is, but don't watch it. And like, he just like, I've never seen it. I have no idea what it is, but all I remember is just him yelling, and he's like, and then they're in the car, yo, and he's just like freaking out the whole time.
No. This is part of the initiation to anime. Go watch Boku no Pico, all 3 parts.
I'm not sure I want to, but you know what? I'm like, I'm moisturized in my lane, okay? I'm moisturized. I am. What is that?
Boku no Pico.
The one on the left is Boku no Pico. The one on the right is not Boku no Pico. That is a different BL.
Oh. But yeah, Boku no Pico is like the meme anime.
I don't know. Oh my lord.
Boku no Pico is baby's first Shota hentai.
Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm staring into those 2 characters' eyes right now, and I see nothing but the eyes of Beelzebub and Satan and Asmodeus, but like staring back into me. Okay, like I'm not religious, but I've become religious. Just
don't worry. You could have all 3 of them, because in the 3rd one you have a trap.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Lum. I don't think I'm gonna watch this. I'm just, I'm content with my imagination, and I'm just gonna store that in the back of my head and lock it away in a vault and never think about it again.
I still remember the reason why I know this exists was because I was in middle school and people were passing around a flash drive with a cracked version of Minecraft. A folder with Boku no Pico, all 3 parts, were on that exact same flash drive.
Yeah, I can't help but notice all the people in chat saying, "Don't do it. No, don't do it."
Okay, fine. If you're not gonna watch Boku no Pico, you need to watch Bible Black at least.
Okay, so you mentioned that. I actually have seen Bible Black.
Good.
So
okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to metaphorically beat you.
You metaphorically beat me over not watching Bible Black.
Yes.
Damn. Well, you know what? You know what? The ring is up, Lum. Okay, I can metaphorically defend myself. All right, it's gonna be like Rocky, like I'm trying to like get up,
Boku no Pico and Rocky have much in common in terms of movies. They're both about men slugging it out.
See, you ever watch The Office where like one of the characters looks at the camera and then it like zooms in? That's what I'm doing right now. You can't see it, but that's what I'm doing. Oh my lord.
So, communists.
Yeah,
so communists, so GTA 6, right? Anyway.
Speaking of commies, look at New York City. And the commie that they elected in.
I was about to mention that, yeah. Well, like, wasn't it like Mamdani got elected, and then like 24 hours later, he makes a thing where he's like, actually, not everything is free, LOL, and he made like a video. I'm trying to remember, something like that happened.
Oh man, just a lot has been happening at the exact same time, because it's like there's that, and then I was watching some videos about what was it? I think it was Tucker Carlson inviting Nick Fuentes onto his podcast and shit like that, and I'm like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that happening.
Apparently now there's more infighting on the right, and it's like all because of the Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes thing, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I feel like the constant like horseshoe theorying of like politics ends up creating like multiple echo chambers and Ouroboros spirals in like politics nowadays, and it's kind of, it's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it like labyrinthine to like navigate or anything, but it definitely just comes across where it's like I don't know, man. Like instead of like, at least for me, instead of like going with like a
lost.
particular party or anything, like I just have like a straight set of principles and I just like stick to that. And it's like, if it's within a party, then I guess I'm part of that party. But if it moves out, I'm not. You know, I don't have any affiliation or like anything like that.
And also, I will be right back.
Well, we do have a little bit of infighting on our side. We do. But that's just... God help me. I just saw something terrible.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And what did you just see? Oh, hang on. I need to...
We have ourselves a little bit of infighting here and there, but that's just how things are. And we're gonna have to clean house a little bit on our side, too. At least we don't have unions yet. That's nice. We don't have those. We're not. And frankly, Grand Theft Auto, listen. GTA 6 is going to come out. It's going to cost like $100 at the very least. Probably going to have like a fucking collector's edition for $200-$300 and so on. And it's going to ruin gaming. Because now all the other corporations are going to think to themselves, oh shit, we can get away with selling our games for $100? Wow. We're going to do that now. And people are already buying fewer games. Like, I think GTA 6 might very well actually herald in a fucking genuine crash of the gaming market. As people are going to look at games costing $100 being worse than ever and just be like, nah, I'm out. I'm going to learn how to fucking knit or something.
No, I agree with that 100%. Like GTA 6, it will definitely, just because of the popularity, bring about a paradigm shift in the industry, and I am not for it. I am not excited about it at all. I hope to God it fails. I know it won't. So whatever, you know. Like I'm like, you know. To be fair, the enshittification of video games has what got me into TTRPGs back in like 2020, 2021, around there. So there is a silver lining, but I mean, video games used to be kind of like my main method of like escapism and having fun and all that stuff. So we'll see. It is what it is, I guess.
Now it'll all go away.
Hooray! I'm so happy when everything what's the Red Letter Media? How does it feel to watch everything you love die? It feels great.
It does. It does.
Man.
It really does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, as a masochist, you know, that's what I live for. You know?
And the best part
Spit
is...
in my mouth and ruin my video games, you know?
We're also going to see Gabe Newell just fucking keel over dead any day now, and then Steam will be sold to Microsoft.
Service guarantees citizenship.
That's so true, too. How old is he? He's also large, too, and you can't, like, people that size don't generally live that long, like, as old people, you know? So, like, I am worried about that.
Gabe Newell's like 63, and he is fucking massive, so... Like, if we're lucky, we've got 9 years left of Gabe Newell. If we're lucky. After which Steam will just go poof. It will be a Microsoft fucking property or something. And then everything will really start getting shit. So yeah, chat, we are within like a decade of gaming being done.
This is so epic. I can't wait till Steam begins with line go up public traded company nonsense. And then it's all shit.
Everything shit. We will live to see the end, chat.
Are you ready to rut this yellow?
In 10 years, it'll just be Fallout New Vegas. We'll just walk around in the wasteland.
Remembering the olden times. Well, no, they'll probably take it offline. That's the thing. They'll remaster it. They'll release a remaster where everything is gay and horrible, and then they'll take the original off Steam. That's what'll happen.
Oh my god. The only way I was able to play the original GTAs, not the shitty new ones, was I had to like, because my dad, he went to the Philippines, so I had to like go through my dad's fucking like storage warehouse, find his old Xbox One, and then get an original copy of an Xbox like disc for GTA and do back compatibility on that. And that was the only way I'm able to play. And already it's like very subpar, you know, just because it's an old console, but it's so fucking unfortunate. I hate when they do that. And like, I'm trying to remember the game, but it was like one company. Oh, it was Resident Evil. That's what it was. It was GOG talking to Capcom, and Capcom literally goes, "Well, why would you even play the old ones? The new ones are better." It's like, they just don't get it. There's no level of like art preservation there. It's very sad.
Yeah. No, I guarantee you as well, once a company that doesn't care gets control over Steam, like the big distributor platform, there will absolutely be conversations in the back end of a company going, okay, listen, you're making a new game in a series or a remaster, but the original exists. You know yours is going to be worse. You just know.
Mm-hmm.
If you give us 5%, we'll take that old version off Steam.
And I see a lot of people in chat mentioning piracy. And while I do think that is a viable alternative, the problem with piracy comes about, in my opinion, can come about from things like you know, if there's some sort of copy protection that's very hard to crack. Certain games just aren't pirated, or people pirate them just because the copy protection is just too bad. I mean, most games, no, but there are a couple I can think of that are like 1 and 2 here and there that just, you know, are very hard to pirate. And then beyond that, you also have things like, you know, what if there's, I don't know, some sort of particularly easy, like rootkitable malware that can just infect a person's computer? It's very like under the radar, right? I mean, it'd be very easy to just kind of engage in problems like that. Like, it's an alternative, but it's not like foolproof either. Which is why I think I enjoy Steam, just because I like having a very convenient source of video games that are relatively safe. You know, there's at least a level of consumer trust. I don't have to like research it before, you know, downloading it or something like that. Well, I say that, but then, you know, earlier this year, Steam had a bunch of malware games, so never mind, I guess, now that I think about it. But
the problem with piracy is twofold. One, it is a community that does like the cracking and the uploading. Some that are trusted individuals that you can look at and go like, okay, this person does upload good stuff. I don't need to worry about it. As it becomes rarer and less popular and more policed, there'll be fewer and fewer in that community. So they'll start going away and you'll get less and less reputable sources. Sites will be shut down one by one. And people today are just getting dumber and dumber when it comes to technology.
Very true.
Like running a BitTorrent client and using torrents is going to be lost technology to most fucking modern people today, despite the fact that literally torrenting is as simple as a software and pressing 2 buttons. It's that simple. And that will be lost tech to most generation Zoomers today.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in 8th grade, my dad was like, all right, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want you playing Sims on my computer all the time, so I'm going to teach you how to build a computer and how to torrent the Sims. And that's exactly what he did. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. like it was a process, you know? And no, 100%, like people nowadays, I mean, you know, it's unfortunate, but I feel that Zoomers have kind of just, it's kind of the opposite, right? Where millennials were kind of very like proficient in technology. Zoomers have that like kind of hyper level of like, the TikTokification, the convenience, right? It's crazy. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Consumers today, they're only proficient in how to operate the technology and how to interface with it. They don't know how to install it. They don't know how to fix anything if anything goes wrong. God damn it.
Well, it's like, don't forget. We had MySpace and stuff, and people learned how to code, to customize their own profiles and add music players. Everything's just built in now, or, you know, you could just go to a simple website and be like, I want to add this as a plugin, and then boom, there you go.
Also, I need to correct a statement I've made previously. I think last stream, I said that ISO speed is warming to me, but I have now been informed that he rage quit in the middle of dispatch because the characters were talking too much. And no, I hate him again. You shit. You shit. I take it back, chat. I apologize for misleading you. I'm sorry.
Look, Arch, all right, look. My name is Porky, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man entitled to invisible tomboy girlfriend. No, says the man on Twitter. She's trans. No, says the man on Reddit. It's a statistical improbability. No, says the man on 4chan. Flat as justice. I rejected those answers, and instead I chose something different. I chose to find Invisigal. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Although, okay, right. Chat. I know you probably don't want to hear this. See here. I know you don't want to hear this, as of course we have our little funding war ongoing, which Invisigal is still winning by like $120, so good on you. But the most popular character for Dispatch right now isn't Invisigal. Nor is it Bond Blazer. It's Phenomenon. So, there you have it, chat. You've apparently picked the wrong character to romance.
To be fair, like, Phenomenon being depressed, like, it kind of, like, it makes me want to fix him. You know, it makes me want to, like, tell him it's going to be okay. Especially because he's, like, he's got that alien level of unknowledge. So he comes across as more, not saying he's, like, a dog or anything, but he comes across as kind of that same level of, like, it's cute, you know, in a sense. If that makes sense.
Because I looked it up on good old Rule 34. And Phenomenon is like the most popular characters are like things like Phenomenon and Sona and the male characters, and then comes like Blazer and Invisigal and Malevola. So yeah, chat. I'm sorry. It's over. The world is just gay now.
Sonar does not surprise me. Sonar does not surprise me just because it's like, I mean, Moist Critical, he's got a very deep voice. It's very popular in a lot of circles.
Even chat is now defending him. He's a lost puppy. He needs protecting.
He is.
He does.
He is a lost puppy.
Now, they genuinely did a great job with the characters in Dispatch. They genuinely did, which is why I must now condemn IShowSpeed for not being willing to listen to them nag at each other. Because they're all deep and interesting in their own ways. They've all got their own little knacks and personalities. Like Omni-Man, to begin with, you think maybe he's the bad guy because he acts weird and very like superior. But no, he's just a big dumb puppy. That's all. He's just a big dumb puppy. That's all.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm actually very curious as to like once are all the episodes out yet? I don't know if they are.
No, next Wednesday is when the last 2 episodes drop.
Okay, I mean, that's what I'm personally waiting for, right? Just because I don't really do, like, a lot of episodic stuff, but I'm very curious. It's like, oh, okay, like, you know, what if I do Coop? I think it was Coop and Sonar was, like, the first choice, right? What if I do one of them instead of the other? Like, do they come back later? Like, what's going to go on? Like, I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I've been quite enjoying it myself, so. Again, I have to condemn IShowSpeed for being... No chat. No chat. No, I know what you were thinking right there. No chat. Bad chat. Down in the corner.
Chat.
For being impatient. Chat. Bad chat. Bad chat. Back in the corner with you. And put the lid on. Right. Let me catch up with the super chats then too. Okay. Father Jack the Enlightened. Is Lumi aware because she has one for Mooseman?
Am I aware? How what?
I don't know. Right, chastity cage? You have a chastity cage for Mooseman?
No, what the fuck? Never.
Sandu, I would kindly ask you, Arch, if you would grace us with a shocking dog meme video. I love it so much. Very well, I will play the shocking dog meme again.
Coco, you're changing.
That is the single best thing Hassan Piker has ever created. Cowboy Commando might be worth looking into how Priders keep latching onto the battle-like magistry of Canopus faction. A hedonistic matriarchal society that looks down on men, think they accept M2Fs in positions of power. Battletech is lost. It is gone. And I've seeded the ground. Unless it's gay. Shadow Fox, good to see that Bart is trying to share his special sauce with everyone. Lum, have you eaten the Arch Burger yet?
No.
Why not?
One, I doubt it's available in America. And two,
It's Canadian.
Oh. Canadian. Okay, so good.
Lum. What if, when reading the next milking farm, you would eat the Arch Burger at the same time?
No. I'm not traveling to Canada to get one. No.
What if someone DoorDashed you a big Arch Burger?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what if someone gave you the recipe and you can just make it yourself? What about
No.
that? Okay.
No.
For some reason, she's very resistant, chat. I don't know. Toaded Noble, MrBeast want to buy some basketball Africans to build his theme park in Saudi Arabia, since it's cheaper compared to building in the West. Well, yes, that's actually true. Okay, so I was talking about how Saudi Arabia is basically the West. Yes, the West in America, 1600s, because there is a legitimate, unironic slave labor in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, because that's like Dubai and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they managed to build the football stadiums and stuff as quickly as they did and as cheaply as they did was because a fair few of the people there would not paid for it. So, yeah. But hey, listen, sometimes slave labor is just what you have to do to get a MrBeast theme park. I don't know what to tell you.
The moral failing of slave labor compares nothing to the glory of the MrBeast theme park, okay?
Yeah. Sometimes you've just got to do what you got to do, chat. And this case, one of those cases.
Oh my god.
It is not that I am uncaring for the suffering of the thousands of Indians that will be mixed in with the cement to create the park, but without them, you would not have a park, so it is what it is.
It's so over.
It is what it is. No one, if why? MrBeast did make it into the CoffeeZilla episode. Just saying. CoffeeZilla? Sent to him. Damn, YouTube doesn't want me to say which version of the Hassan shock meme I really like. I tried several different ways to type it, and YouTube is like, no, you can't type those words. Of course you can't. It's a violation of the terms of service. Hassan himself is a walking violation of the terms of service. And yet...
How the fuck is he? It has to be just money, right? Like he just generates a lot of revenue for Twitch, and thus they keep him around. That has to be the only reason, because some of the shit he says is just so crazy.
Well, I'm pretty sure he supplies Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, with young, impressionable socialist ethos. I'm pretty sure that's the agreement.
I see. Unfortunately, I have like 2 or 3 friends that have fallen down the Hassan pipeline just because he's popular. They just start to like parrot his views, and shit got toxic for a brief period. Between me and those few friends.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to take him out behind the barn.
I mean, I think things are better now. Like we've all kind of had like an intervention, so it was fine. But like there was a brief period where it was like, it's over.
The thing is, Dan Clancy has been endorsed by like every bad person on Earth. That alone is enough for me to know that he's probably being bribed to keep all of these bad people on the platform. Or Dan Clancy simply knows that if he chases off all the other bad people, he won't have any cover anymore.
Fucking Mizkif. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's been endorsed by like every single person that's turned out to be horrible. all of them. So I think he's just using them as camouflage or something.
I mean, honestly, it's like, who are people going to look at more? Dan Clancy, who is just a known sex pest, or people who actively sexually assault each other live on stream?
That too.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Baron von Stargard, I'm writing pseudo Pakinshot Fancy Web Novel. I'm trying to give it some representation. Baron von Stargard Substack to come. It's even got anime art. Okay, shilling over. Lumi can decide where this goes. Lum.
Darkwood Fund.
Carry out your duty.
You know the Steam discussion moderator for Darkwood hates me.
Why?
What'd you do?
So I say he, I don't know who they are. They were following my Twitch stream a few years back, and they became, kind of a lurker. And back when I was doing Warhammer 2 at the time, I would name people in chat after different units, and it's like, oh, okay, like I'll name you after this unit, and we'll see if you die or not. And they were very offended by that. And then they got so angry that they basically just, I'm pretty sure they just like blocked me on everything, like because they were like, how dare you imply that I like war or something like that, something to that effect. And I was like, what the fuck? It's just a joke, man. Calm down. like I literally like didn't mean anything by it, right? No like hostility between me and them or anything like that. But ever since then, I'm like, I'm just not even gonna go into the Darkwood forums because there might be something there. I don't want to cause any. I don't want to start shit. Like.
No, you should join just to start. Don't even start shit. Just join, say hi, and then you could get some good publicity off of that.
Maybe. I mean, my Steam name is different, so I could double agent, but no, Darkwood's a fantastic game. Honestly, it's very cool. So I definitely recommend you play
the
it.
Announcement for Darkwood too.
I did. I think it's by a different
have
company.
Mixed feelings about that art style. It looks too clean, too 3D.
No, I can see that. Darkwood's kind of defined by its like Eastern European vibes, I feel.
It's too dark. It's too spooky for Lum.
It's too filled with wood.
I already beat the game. I gotta do a second playthrough for the good ending.
I don't want to. Okay, so you didn't get the good ending.
No, I did not get the good ending.
I don't want to spoil it, but
I got the technically the canon ending because of how they have the second game being set up.
Oh, so the canon ending is, I'm just gonna say the canon ending is not fire, right? It's not the fire ending, right? It's the other ending.
Correct.
Okay. That's kind of unfortunate. That's the ending I got. I got the quote unquote good ending, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, because it's like the woods spread to like across multiple countries.
What the fuck is that thing?
Because this takes place like 3 years later.
This is the monster that lurks in the dark wood. That's adorable.
It looks like a worm on a string, but horrifying.
Where does that proboscis go, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know,
Also, woman caught vandalizing sculpture with googly eyes. No. Woman caught improving sculpture with googly eyes.
Where was this? Where did she get fined? It's at Euros, so I assume it's some,
This is the first time I've seen a woman improve an artwork.
I like that, man. I like that little character.
No one, iffy. Nearly all other currencies crashing is a good thing. We only need one sensibly designed cryptocurrency, plus Monero for privacy. Do we? Do we, though? I want to go back to trading in gold. Can we do that? I liked gold.
I don't really get why we moved away from that.
Small Lumi. Well, it's very simple. It's because we wanted to spend more gold than we had. And so we looked at the gold that we had and it's not enough. And so we started promising people, like, listen, I've got X amount of gold. this piece of paper will promise you a certain amount of gold that I have. And then we went, okay, this amount of paper will promise you a certain amount, but I've only got like 90% of that gold. No, trust me. And then it kept going until I think we're at currently like, we only got like 0.2% of that gold, but trust me.
So if a nation does, I want to pay for something that I don't have the money for, they're proper. But if a person does it, they're broke. Interesting.
Yes. Nations basically now functions on continuously escalating debt forever.
This surely will not have any problems in the future.
It's one of those beautiful things where basically if anybody calls America on its debt, the US will have two options. Crash its economy and send every American back down into a Mad Max fucking future, whilst also destroying the world economy simultaneously, or declaring war on whoever calls their debt and going like, come and take it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a couple arguments for like fiat currency. Like I know, Adam and Sitch. I think Adam is like a pretty big like fiat currency person, and some of his arguments seemed like sound, but simultaneously, just like principle wise and idea wise, I don't like the idea of like putting debt as a method of like an economic foundation. But that could also just be like a feelings thing and not like a, you know, reality and feelings are different situation. I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm not an economist, right?
Yeah, fiat currency is great for living way beyond your means, and so long as nobody calls you on it.
So long as no one pays attention, it's fine, you know?
Yeah.
Drive the shit blindfolded.
And to be fair, we've been getting away with it for quite a long time so far, so... Sandroom. Arch VTubers are Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Well, that's a bit of a...
Beast.
Opposite in chat there. Mallory, I mean, if the city Henry Ford founded in the Amazon failed Akon City, did not have a chance. Yep.
Damn.
Archimedes, you should look into Team Fortress 2. There's some more interesting fan content now and against Milking Farm. No, I refuse Team Fortress 2. Gay and old. And it should be ashamed of itself. That's just how it is, chat.
Why do you hate Team Fortress 2?
Because it's old.
Okay. Old game bad, new game good. Is that your policy?
It is when it comes to Team Fortress 2. And I'll vacillate between those positions quite a lot.
Schrodinger's old game.
I was about to say, Arch, do you feel the same way when you look in the mirror? Just get it sad and be like, old.
Shots fired.
Nah, like, I'll probably age like my dad did, where I won't age at all until I do, and then I'll be old, just overnight. I'm like really old, visibly old.
Just somehow shrinks by like 7 inches in height, and then you just get super wrinkly. Then turn to dust, go back to the forest where you belong.
Conceivably, yes.
Well, make sure you give me your login info so I can have access to your PayPal.
Lum, you're almost as old as me. You won't be far behind.
You said that you're 52, even though I know you're a liar.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure for ladies, it's like dog years, you know? Like every 2 years is like a normal, or every year is like 2 years, you know? So it's like, if you think about it, Lum, we're actually fucking 57? We're actually 57, if you think about it, so...
I still believe Arch is only like, at the oldest, we're probably touching 38, 39.
Lum is a 60-year-old grandmother.
Okay, so you're younger than that. So like what, 35?
Preparing for her geriatric
36?
pregnancy.
Geriatric pregnancy fund.
Oh, God. Right, chat, I see we only have 532 likes. I'd like for that to go up to 600. And because of that, I will punish you. I found this on Twitter.
What is that?
I don't know.
If you guys get this stream to 600 likes, then I will show preview of new outfit via Fugi.
Oh, that's better than what I found. Yes. For Norse,
I
if police
feel
of vice and virtue get to the hotel, arrested for sunbathing while women, fun vacation if you have to be in the burqa and can't drink alcohol. No, I'm pretty sure they actually just ignore that at the hotel. They just let you.
I feel like that person like did their hair to where they're like they all right, cover the forehead, get some foundation around the acne, and then like I don't know, do something like a like kind of like maybe softer colors on makeup. They wouldn't look as they look right now. And that is my opinion.
That is your opinion, and you are allowed to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, chat. Still 30 short. I'll leave this up on screen until you fulfill my demands. This is how you do. Just blackmail. Prison Warrior 1. Porkers. Arch is such a nice guy that he has a chat donation fund from Lum to go to Japan if she and her husband stream wearing dog suits in Japan.
I feel like you should like kicked out of every like possible noodle shop. I feel like
I feel like Lum would be banned from most noodle shops, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nuh-uh. I am a well-behaved fish.
Well, you'd be a dog in that instance because you're wearing a dog suit. Fish dog.
No, the dog suit is a very specific thing. You can only wear it for like what? 25 minutes per is it? Like 50,000 yen, I believe.
So is it like a furry thing, or is it like one of those like leather things? You know what I'm saying?
It's like, have you seen the Japanese dog man where his dog suits look like real dogs?
I'm gonna look up Japanese dog man and I'm gonna get put on a list. But hang on. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Wow, that looks really realistic. What the fuck? I don't like that at all.
Nobody does, except Lum.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So Jared's original XCOM is still peak game design, aesthetics, gameplay, and game mechanics. Phoenix Point or Vengeance, Worm, and Underrail. You're still 14 likes away, chat. Hurry it up. Or this will be seared into your fucking retinas forever. You don't want that. Trust me. You really don't want that. No one. Half-Life 2 had no cut corners, and I won't accept objections. That is pretty much true. Yes. Yes.
Someone in my chat last night said that Half-Life 2 was just an overrated tech demo. I've only played a little bit of Half-Life 2, so I cannot confirm this,
But what a great tech demo it was.
That's fair.
Alex Anderson. So, Arch, have you listened to the new Sabaton album yet? And when is the Master and Commander stream? Milking lumfish. Milking lumfish. That's disgusting. Well, first I need a thumbnail for it, which is in the works. So, soon.
Do fish have milk?
Yep. Lum has loudly pontificated frying her own milk on multiple occasions, so, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm learning lore.
No, most of women who are pregnant and give birth try their own breast milk. This is just a fact.
I don't know about that. And I have not listened to it yet, sadly. Mercenaries 81, 2 guests. Be ready to learn all of history's ally, and we have to relearn it all over again from the space aliens. 15 for the Lumi Dog Suit Fund. Prison Warrior, this and previous chat for the Lumi Japan dog food. Question for guest, what came first, the A10 Thunderbolt or the GAO 8 Avenger gun?
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I have no fucking idea. So I am going to say the second one. There you go.
That is actually correct. The GAO 8 Avenger came first. And then the US Air Force was like, we gotta make that thing mobile. And so they put it on an airplane. And it's a beautiful little thing.
That is a beautiful thing. Hell yeah.
Alex Anderson, Lumi needs to be educated in history. This is why Sharp Friday needs to return. I also put Waterloo 1970 in Master and Commander on the watch list. The Waterloo movie is great, yes. So, the awesome thing, so yeah, we need to go back to the age of actual, like, extras in movies. Because in Waterloo, they had the Soviet army provide extras, and they literally recreated the Battle of Waterloo with just thousands of dudes in era-accurate portraits, marching and fighting and stuff. Oh, it was so cool.
That's extremely impressive. Holy shit. That's really cool. Hell yeah.
Yes, it is a very, very awesome little movie. They even had the cavalry
I've done a
charges and
couple.
everything.
I've done a couple things as an extra, but mainly it's just like background commercial shit for like pharmaceuticals. Like, so you know, nothing near as like that is real. I don't know. Just the idea of like being able to get into like a massive group of people and being able to kind of contribute to some like massive art project is just so interesting. I don't know. It's cool.
Yep. Now we just do CGI, and it's just so much worse. It is so much worse.
I heard the Napoleon movie was really bad with some of the CGI, but I don't know if that's like I haven't watched it myself. I don't know if anyone's watched it.
The Napoleon movie was fucking atrocious on just every single level. Like the depiction of Napoleon, the depiction of Josephine, the depiction of the wars, the history, the actions taken. It was a terrible movie.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate. Napoleon deserves better. He is one of the most interesting characters in history, and there's just no media covering him. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Shadow Fox, it's paradox. There is no soul left, only a half-deflated cash pinata. That is true. Master and Commander is also a great movie because it's one of the last movies where not a single female character exists. Not one.
No comment.
A true strong point. Valamir, Europe, pike and shot, end the domination of cavalry. Poland, make lance longer. Worm Reventions. They did try that, but, you know, they can't make lance longer than a musket round. So that works. Lumi loves feet. It's true, Lum Lum. My dad had my brother when he was 70. There you go, Lum Lum. Todd Nago, hello Arch, Fish and Redhead Lady. Arch, you should play Hitman. I think it'll be entertaining to watch you play and try not to go full Rambo. No, I've seen those games. They are not for those of my temperament.
Personally, I recommend Hitman Blood Money. World of Assassination is okay, but Blood Money's like amazing. It's the best of the series, IMO. But that's just me.
Kick Chat is asking, workers, do you know the size of Lum Lum's handgun?
Oh my god.
I do not. Explain.
Shut up, Bart.
Lum Lum.
Nope.
How large is your handgun, Lum Lum?
Big enough.
Lum Lum. You're dodging the question.
Just a little handgun. It's of normal size.
I don't know if it's normal size, Lum Lum.
Shut up, Bart.
It's going over my head.
So, Lum Lum was asked about calibers at one time. Calibers of guns.
Yeah.
And she made it clear that her handgun was 357 millimeters, which perfectly echoed the meme.
You know, Lum Lum has a very good taste, I see. Okay.
That was 357, not a 357 millimeters. millimeter.
Yeah. My 357 millimeter. 357.
It's like the Vietnam PTSD stare, just looking at the 357 millimeter.
It fits perfectly in my pocket. Shut up.
So you're a very big fish. Interesting.
That is still one of the best Lum Lum moments, because there was no prompting even. She's just like, yeah, the 357 handgun. Oh well, whatever floats Lum Lum's boat.
Lum Lum swims. There's no boat, right?
There's no boat.
Just fish.
The boat
There's
is a
no boat.
lie.
Yeah, exactly. It's all a trick. It's all some sort of governmental psyop.
Shadow Fox. Man, I just noticed that when Footfish is on Cat Barks's head, she looks kind of like a backwards cap ball. Backwards? Call cap? Cap? I love it. Johnson Smith. Hey, Arch, I found this game and seems up your alley. Whiskerwood. Whiskerwood. That sounds furry to me. It is furry. Ah, yes, it's the one about a bunch of rats being oppressed by a cat. I've seen that one. I've contemplated playing it, but it's still in early access, so I'll wait for a while longer. Most next anyone. Dogsuit. Trump's constituency would support his lolly. Gotcha game. Trump's biggest supporter of fans of anime, video games, and nerd culture. I don't know. I don't know how the conservative Christian right will respond to the lolly.
Not well. Excuse me, not well.
The man who see. Hey, Arch, sent you a DM on Discord with some Monster Fixer New Vegas complaints. I have complaints. Lucian the Witch, the end is nigh. Ours is deserved damnation. It is true. We do deserve whatever is coming to us. Only Lum Lum's 357mm handgun stands between us and the aliens. So the Lich, the question is not, is sweet and sour Big Brother spying on me? The question is, are they coming to give me the Jack Ma tour? Listen, how much worse can Chinese rule be over the current Western rule? My taxes will be significantly lower under the Chinese, is all I'm saying. Gus of the Dorks. Oh no, Boku no Pico. Bible Black, so edgy. I watched Euphoria and liked it. Get on my level, enjoy the Human Centipede episode, noobs. I watched Euphoria too. It was a challenging jerk-off session, I will say.
What is Euphoria? I am scared to ask.
Is it that one shows and
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
Euphoria is another hentai anime that is
okay.
quite strident in its fetishes on occasion.
Dodging the question,
yeah.
I see. Interesting.
Oh yeah, we're over 600 likes now.
Difficult to jerk off to.
Make my avatar bigger so that people.
I have lost.
Ow.
Shit.
Lum is cutting. There. There. That's actually pretty good. That's a good Lum Lum.
This outfit will be out in April with my full model. But this is just a little piece. Oh, look.
Oh, that looks really cute. I like that.
I love the art for this. It's adorable. So I love it so much.
It is pretty good. It would have been even better if your internet wasn't crapping itself right now.
I thought that was just me.
I mean, it's supposed to be storming and snowing at the same time overnight. That's gonna be fun.
It is going to be fun. It's a very nice new model, Lum Lum.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I sent you some of the art already that I have going, and I have more in progress.
Lum Lum, I've spotted a deficiency.
What?
Doesn't have feet.
Well, not right now.
This is
my
a grand
model
deficiency.
still needs to be rigged.
Is that DLC?
It's just a little fluky.
Will you unlock your feet if you get enough donations?
Shut the fuck up, Arch. It's just a little reactive.
You heard,
It's not
Jess.
gonna be full body.
Full body.
Why
There
can't
will
we-
be feet. There will be feet, but you gotta. It's unlockable. It's a feature, not a bug.
When your character reacts, why don't they just like sit down and raise their feet up so we just see the feet and like, you know, I'm just saying, like, I feel that'd be better considering like your whole thing being that you like feet, right?
No, feet are gross and disgusting.
Beetle C. Only DLC, but for feet.
I mean, it's like
Heresies
if
the
you look at
question.
this little
Fire is the
reactive, you
answer.
can see the scars that I had added on her. They're great.
Instead of a
fantastic.
choker. Yeah. That looks
I
good.
mean, jokes aside, I really like the reactive. I think it's really cool.
Mercenaries in
Okay,
one.
I'm going back to fish.
Dog suits. You have good taste in anime, Lumi. Bible Black is Chef Kiss. Just have a gargantuan loot for now.
You guys ever played the Bible Black VN game?
No.
I own it. I haven't played it in years.
I played it as a teenager, and I gotta say, very memorable. Just based off the fact that it was like one of my first like hentai experiences.
It's like I know I need to get the rest of the Rants games because a new one just came out last year. I'm just like, they're still making new Rants games? I'm like, okay. I hope to make more OVAs.
Have you ever read Rewrite?
I haven't. I don't know what that is.
It is it is an experience, is what it is.
Okay, elaborate.
I don't know if I can. It is not like anything you've probably ever played. And it's very, very good. But so I would like to show you the VN visual novel database here.
Alright,
Playtime.
let's see.
Very long. 77
77 hours. What the fuck?
I mean, how many endings does it have? How many routes does it have?
I think 7. I think.
It's not bad.
It is very long and it is very good. And the thing too is it never gets old because the play it is mad. It is actually mad, and it looks very basic. And that is the point of it. It is supposed to look basic. It is supposed to look super normal and super VN-y to trick you in to lower your guard and then hit you with one ridiculous, absurd scenario after the other. And every time you're like, okay, I've seen the worst this game can possibly have to offer. No, you haven't.
That's very amusing. That's very fun. Honestly, that length alone, though, like even for a game that's like, oh, okay, we're gonna lull you into a false sense of security, show you a bunch of crazy shit, like 77 hours for VN. That sounds like extreme. I'm not sure if that's like, 'cause I'm not super familiar with like VNs in terms of like on like a scale, right? But like, it seems a lot.
77 hours is pretty long, although not unheard of. Definitely.
Okay.
But 77 hours is it's a big game.
I think I'm like that weird like porn game enjoyer where I actually want like gameplay to my porn. and I think that's like, I don't know. Granted, I'm also not like a one-hand player either, so I don't know.
Yeah, there are hentai scenes in Rewrite, but there's very few. And it's all about the story. And the story is
okay.
Very, very, very good and very, very, very crazy. So it's something I would recommend. If you want something that is completely different from basically anything you've played before, check out Rewrite. And I guarantee you, it will not be like anything you've ever played before.
I will add it to my list. Hell yeah. Oh, man.
It is an experience. Where was I? Buck Williamson. If J.D. Vance was running in New York, do you think he could have won? No, it's New York.
Can I smell your feet?
I don't understand why everybody is panicking over New York turning blue. I don't get it.
I thought New York was always blue. Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't see the big controversy.
I get the idea, right? So if I was like a card-carrying Republican Party member, I could see the worry for why that would be the case. Just because it's like just kind of that idea where it's like, you know, it shouldn't be politically good to just write off entire states and cities. You should always try and, like, you know, quote unquote fight the good fight, right? But simultaneously, like, I've always thought of like New York as like a blue city. So like it doesn't surprise me that they hired on like a Democrat socialist, right?
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at all. So I don't know why this is a big deal. Rat Master Packlord, Arch, as a northern man, what is Drauga? Help an American understand. Milking farm. Drauga, it might be a bastardization. Drauga is the thing from Skyrim, the Norse undead things, right? Those things. In our mythology, there is something like it, but the thing with Northern mythology is our mythology is very fluctuating because it comes from lots of different sources. Drauga can be either a malevolent spirit or like a more traditional undead or like a corpse brought back to life, stuff like that. So it's kind of like that. And there's also Draugen. Now, Draugen is a deep sea creature that kidnaps people and eats them, basically. So it looks like this. Very cute.
Reminds me of the troll from Fatal that eats children.
It does enjoy feeding on children. It is true.
Trick or treat.
Well, that's like I don't mean to, like, you know, stereotype all, like, you know, northern sagas, but it always seems to be like troll or ogre or weird thing, and if you don't eat your dinner, it'll eat you. Like, I don't know.
Yes. I mean, most of these old myths were basically there to explain to kids not to do things like, don't go out into the shallow water, the ocean, it's stupid, or don't go into the swamp because Nukken lives there and will fucking eat you.
I see, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Because it works a lot better to tell the child that there's a magical monster living in the forest that will fuck it up, instead of going like, listen, you can't go into the woods because you might get stuck in the mud, in the water, and not get out. Because they're like, I won't get stuck. I'm not going to be a victim of some mud or anything. But if you tell them that there's a monster, much more effective. Orchigador. Oh, then did the scrolly thing. Why did you do this to me, YouTube? Why did you do this to me, YouTube? This and last super for Blondie and Dispatch. Feels like it needs more than 8 chapters. Yeah, I can see that. I am a little bit worried that the story is... it needs to wrap up really fast now in just 2 more episodes, so... we'll see if it manages to stick the landing.
A season 2 would not surprise me. If it makes enough money. Mm-hmm.
Well, it had a really bad launch. Like, it peaked out at like 10,000 players on launch, but then they had the Invisigirl masturbation scene, and sales skyrocketed thereafter.
You know, it's almost like, now work with me here, it's almost like the gaming market really enjoys pretty people having sexual relations with each other. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I don't know, you know. I know that's a revolutionary concept, but
Mr. Twisted Frenzy. Hey Arch, what's the Doom 2016 fund currently at? And add the soup to the fund. It is at 450 right now, so it's about halfway there. The DC Titan Arch going to age like an Asian woman? Yes. Twelderg. Josephine was B who was spreading rumors that Napoleon was infertile, while B was the one how infertile in reality. Napoleon had sons with Polish Countess Walowska. Glory to Napoleon. Yes. Like, the Napoleon movie was basically a Josephine movie, and that would have been fine if they'd named the movie Josephine, but they didn't. They named it Napoleon. It wasn't really about Napoleon. Mr. Frenzy, Arch, what kind of handguns do you like, Lumi? Bitches love cannons. Is that true, Lum?
Oh, that bitches love cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how bitches love swords.
I feel like both of these mean the same thing here.
No, not everyone likes cannons. Not everyone likes swords.
Skikitu, did you pay attention to the workers' union flag colors? Very suspicious color choice, if you ask me. Or the 3 arrows, or the raised fist, or yeah. Where's the next anyone? Dogsuit. Also, Arch, you skipped my first super. No, I didn't. I keep saying, and then I realize I did. Tanushi, on VNs and H scenes, I'll quote Zach. I'm really happy these characters in love and get to consummate their relationship. Yeah, like, there are visual novels that are there for the porn aspect of it, but stuff like Rewrite is definitely not one of them. For them, the hentai scene is merely just a part of the wider story that they chose to illustrate instead of fade to black. And that...
I wonder if the hentai was used as a method of like drawing people in, you know?
Yes. There was definitely an element of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just that the hentai games grew into its own like genre in Japan, where they became basically known for incredible storytelling, and people used them as much as books as they did for the hentai aspect. But definitely an element of what was it to draw people in with the promise of the hentai, yeah. And with that, chat, we are finally at an end. Oh, that's next to one. Dog suit. Okay, repeating. I just graduated to brown belt in martial arts class. Shaolin Kambo. I did see that one, and I did skip that one. Now that you mention it, I remember reading it, but then my brain probably went like, well, I've read that in my mind, which means you have heard me read it. I do that, but congratulations. I got up to a blue belt with red stripes myself in Taekwondo.
Hey, fellow Taekwondo user based.
The most martial of martial arts.
It's the art of kicking and punching, literally.
Yes. Pretty much. And with that, we are at an end. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you for your generous donations. And thank you, Porkers, for coming to hang out with us today.
No problem. It was really fun. I really appreciate just hanging out. I got like 100 subs from this, so thank you so much, chat. I really appreciate it. We're almost at the pivotal 500, so that's really exciting. And yeah, honestly, it was a great time.
Awesome.
I hope I wasn't like too weird or annoying or anything.
Oh, compared to when Lum is in full swing, you were pretty normal.
Hell yeah! No, I had a fantastic time.
I'm sure as you come on more and you get like out of that little bubble and stuff, you will become as unhinged as me and Amalgamite. Because heck, I was watching my old ArchCast video when I first came on. I'm like, man, I was really quiet. What the fuck?
Aw. You were so well behaved at one point. Now look at you.
From good girl to bad girl, SMH my head.
Once upon a time, Lum Lum was just this VTuber thing. Now she's the footfish who bakes coom cookies for her husband Mooseman.
Shut up, Arch.
And who owns the 357mm handgun, which she probably uses to threaten Mooseman if he refuses to eat the coom cookies.
I'm gonna threaten you with it.
Well, I'm still out of range for a while longer, and 357 isn't that big. Until next time, chat. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all again tomorrow with more Barrett Armor. Have a good night, chat.
Bye-bye.